What's going on, guys? This podcast is brought to you by David Protein Bars. I'm going to show you guys, if you guys have not checked them out yet, they're kind of the newest thing on the market. Everybody's raving about them. This is David Protein Bars. I partnered with them because they actually knew I was eating their protein bars, and they gave me a call, and we started to kind of work together, and it's been really nice. They are actually great people over there that run the company, and they really care. And it's evident because they got a protein bar here with 28 grams of protein, 150 calories, 0 grams of sugar, which is really nice because somebody like me who likes to snack actually now has a way to snack without feeling like I am going overboard. So when I have a meal, if I still want to snack, I got these protein bars to add 30 grams of protein or approximately 30 grams of protein to my day. Or if I'm out and about and I want something, I can throw a protein bar in and I don't feel like I'm eating a ton of sugar or anything like that. So guys, right now they got a special. If you buy 4 boxes, you get the fifth one free, and they do ship to Canada. Use code RBP at checkout. You will not regret it. They taste awesome, and it's just a shot of protein. It's actually perfect. Guys, you're going to love it. davidprotein.com. Check them out. What are you whining about now?
Sitting in the fucking waiting room for 12 minutes.
Sat in the waiting room for literally 36 seconds.
Fucking 8:05. What are we doing here?
Okay. What's going on? You get a fresh cut?
Nope.
No? Okay. Uh,
Eating some food,
how do you,
Just
how do you pronounce Eric Janicki's name? Is it Janicki?
Janicki,
I don't think it's Janicki. I don't think it's Janicki because he got mad when I said that.
Janicki.
I think it's Janicki or Janicki. I don't know. Somebody will have to correct me, or Eric will have to message me a voice note and let me know exactly how to say it. Anyway, congratulations to Eric for turning pro.
Ah,
I think
he did the old Mexican special like your boy Ian.
he had a couple cracks at it. This guy's got wild proportions. I think, honestly, if he can just bring up the hamstrings.
It's just his conditioning still needs to improve a fair bit, but I mean, he's got a lot of muscle. I think if the hams can come up a bit more, I think he's got a
I wish you'd let me finish. He's just like, I'll break it down for you.
That's what I'm here for, isn't it?
I think if he can get the back, and I mean the entire back, to match the front, he'll be very impressive. His back itself is good. I just think he's got some really wild body parts, like shoulders, arms, quads, adductors from the front are crazy. I think those are his standout body parts, and then everything else is good, but not as great as those body parts. Tell me if you agree with that, Ian.
Well, I already said everything, so yes.
Can you please humor me?
I just said it all, and you got mad at me for saying exactly what you just said. So yes, I agree with everything you just said.
That's not what you said.
No, I agree. I think he needs a little more muscle in a few places. I think his back is pretty decent. I think the biggest thing is just his conditioning still. I think he's not hard enough. He's not dry enough. I think for this level, he definitely, it worked. He's got a great physique. But I think he still needs, like, you can see the level of conditioning here is just not quite. This won't fly to pro show at a high level.
Yeah.
But he's got great muscle. He needs some more muscle in certain spots. But I think the conditioning is like, if he improved the conditioning, he could do okay at a pro stage right now. But with this level, it would be a lot more difficult,
I think his posing needs some work too. I think
it's a little like inky. Yeah.
It's not bad. I think it just needs a little bit of polish. And there's some shots like when we first started this video, like if you look at the front lat spread, I think he's actually doing himself a disservice by pulling his elbows too far forward.
Yeah.
The front double looks good. That's all. His legs are solid. They're great legs. But here you see that like he's almost like closing off his lats instead of like keeping his elbows pointed straight outwards.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other shots that I noticed, like just a couple small things that would really help him. Side chest is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, overall, I don't know how old he is.
You'll see from the back, it's just the conditioning, the glutes and hams, which is the biggest thing still.
Yeah.
That obviously seems to be like a point of difficulty for him. Like you can see here, they're still quite a ways off,
Yeah, and you see what I mean by the lower body. Like the lower body looks really, really thick. Glutes, quads, hamstrings could use a little more, but the back, I think, needs to come up to match the shoulders and arms.
Just the width especially, yeah.
Yeah, and he's actually pinching it there
Yeah.
at the end. Akim, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. I was actually looking at him earlier, posing and stuff. He has great legs.
Yeah.
His legs are very impressive for a tall. How tall is he?
I know I met him once. I think he's like 5'11", if I had to guess.
Yeah, probably around 5'11", yeah.
Oh, yeah. He looked like a close to 6 feet.
Yeah. Mike, what do you think?
Hold on, I'm having audio issues. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Where is
I think he's doing Toronto next week, I think.
Yeah,
he's on the. I just saw he made a post about doing Toronto.
Yeah.
He should do well though. I could see him in the top 5.
Yeah, no, I think a show like Toronto, I think that's a good place to start. And being in a lineup with guys like Regan and stuff like that is a good benchmark for him to kind of see where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a pretty heavy, big guy too, right?
Yeah, he's a very big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, because I could see it on his frame. He has a lot of muscle for that frame too.
Yeah.
I don't know though. When I look at this, I'm like, bro, you could have been a model. Like, you should have probably stuck with this. Eric, if you're listening, brother, you just go back, dude. Look at this pretty face. Someone said that to me once, and I'm not trying to fucking suck my own dick. It was SciTech, and it was after I already blew up. And I was showing him my pictures from when I was like 22. I did like some, I don't know, like magazine photos and stuff.
All like open shit, you know?
Yeah.
I want to know who said this.
The athlete manager at SciTech, he took a look at the photos from when I was 22, and he looked at me and he's like, "You fucked up." He's like, you fucked up really bad. I'm like, no, it's okay. I didn't want to go that route.
I feel like to make a good living in like male.
I didn't want to be a supermodel. I didn't like that.
I feel like that's a way tougher gig to make money in, though, for sure.
I think it's better now. No,
I did a little bit of it, and it's.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where can I find those photos? I want to see Akim Williams modeling.
You could find a few of them. I had a big French magazine. I did a big spread for them.
You might have heard of them. It's called Vogue.
Is this it?
Let me see.
No, that's not you. That's another.
No, that's not. No, not that kind of man. I'm talking about professional money, man. Not this.
That's professional. Look, that's professional.
Runway?
Magazine shoots and stuff like that.
Like this?
No, this is the.
Yeah, I didn't do anything like that, man. No.
What's wrong with that? What do you mean? What's wrong?
Type in American Beauty. Oh shit.
American Beauty.
American Beauty show. Yeah, you see the one right there with that girl with the hat?
Where?
Go across. Keep going across. Turn up.
Top row.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm. That's me.
Oh, so you modeled without your face, is what you're saying?
No. That was just one shot.
Like, we love you. Just keep your face away from the camera.
Just turn around, Akim. We'll be fine. Is there any other pictures anywhere, or is this it? This is your.
No, there's more, but it's been a while since I actually looked up all that stuff. But you should, if you go on that website, you could probably find a whole bunch of those things.
Let's see. Iain, do you have any modeling photos?
No.
See, I did actual like big time stuff, man. Not like guys standing on waterfall type stuff. This is a big company in the US.
What do you mean big time stuff? It's just you facing from the back. I can't even see you. You're talking shit. You're like, I did big time stuff. You can't even see your face.
Man, this is big production, man. Come on. This
America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, this ain't no guy, no guy standing in front of one camera guy. We had like a whole.
Yeah, but at least I can see that guy's face.
Keep looking. It's been a while. I can't remember the damn magazines.
I'm just fucking with you.
I can't remember the magazines. If you give me a second, I have one of the copies of the magazine right. I can go find it.
Go see it.
So you know what? I want to shut him down.
Okay. Don't let him stomp on your dreams like that.
I'm going to shut him down right away.
Okay, go.
Paul, do you see my screen name?
I used to like using pomade on my hair.
It's not pomade. That's why he fucking picked it. That's why he put that, you fucking idiot. You remember when we were shooting? So listen, you guys don't know that. When we were shooting that, for those of you who don't know, if you go to my if you haven't seen it already, you go to my channel, Well, you're already on my
Sorry,
channel. You're
man.
watching the podcast. Click on the hair video because we made a video of Paul getting his haircut. And Paul, here, you know what? I'll just show it. It's probably better if I just show it.
Day at the spa.
Pomade.
Yeah, why'd you say it like that?
Here, 1 second.
I used to think it actually was Nate, but that's how
Okay.
it was called. That's what it was pronounced like.
Until 2 minutes ago.
1 second, Akim. 1 second, Akim. 1
I
second.
find gets a little too long.
You find the hair gets a little long?
Gets a little too long every 2 weeks, and I looked at the forecast. It's going to get humid next week, so I want to make sure that I got a fresh cut because I don't like it when it sticks to my neck and stuff.
How what's like your shampoo and gel regimen and all that? Like, how does that work for
Shampoo
you?
daily, condition every 2 to 3 days for pH balance.
Yeah. Do you use any hair products in your hair? Because it is you feel like it's pretty long, right?
I sometimes depending on how I'm going to wear it. Sometimes I'll wear gel. I'll use gel. Sometimes I'll use a pomade. Okay,
can I tell you guys when we were shooting that? So I was standing behind the camera asking him questions. This motherfucker should have been an actor. He's so straight faced. That was listen, that was one take. Yeah. We didn't do this. Like, people are like, oh, how many takes did that? Honest to God, I think he broke character twice. And when he said pomade, I fucking asked him. I was standing next to Ahmad, our videographer, and I'm fucking just dying. And he's just fucking stone face. And then there was 2 other breaks. What we cut it out. It was like a 4-minute chunk that we cut out because the haircut was so long. But he was like, he goes to the barber. He goes, hey, I'm starting to get some grays. Do you think we should like pluck them? And I just fucking just burst out. And then at the end, when he's like, Mo, just give me a part today. We all started fucking just howling. And then he
got the blow dryer out, the brush.
Okay, Akim, show me your professional debut.
You ready? All right. So this is the magazine.
What's this?
Okay, you're not on the cover, so that's the start. Okay.
What magazine's that?
But you see, do you see the model on here?
Yeah.
That's who I did this with.
You got to take your blur off for a minute.
Okay.
No,
all right. So you can look it up. It's called HOSSTILE. It's a French magazine.
Okay.
Like a model, French fashion magazine?
Yeah. And
he's trying to tell us how big a model he was.
I have a full center spread.
Have a full center spread. Is it all you from the back?
Centerfold.
Man.
Move it over a bit. I can't see. Move the other way. Move it the other way.
There we go. You look great.
Push it closer. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got your face in there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, see face, yeah?
Yeah, that's
So I'm not sure if you can pull it up, but if you go to I guess Akim HOSSTILE, I think you might put it up on the internet and probably see some of the photos. I'm not sure.
Akim HOSSTILE.
Yeah, HOSSICIEL.
IEL.
Yeah.
It's French.
Sorry, wait. I didn't put your last name. I just put Akim.
It's French like pomade.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look here. I don't know. I don't see anything.
Yeah, see right on the bottom. There are some pictures of the one I just showed you right there. That's the model I did the
Oh wait, there it is.
Yeah, see.
Oh, look at that. Look at
Yeah.
that. Wait, I found
There
another.
you go.
Oh, there's one. She's on your leg there.
She's on my. You see?
Yeah, I like the one where she's on your
There's you.
leg.
They told you to turn around again. They're like, turn around.
Is it the same model in all the pictures?
Yeah, same model. Yeah.
That's good. Oh wait,
She was
here's one
on-
back here. Look at what are you doing here? You're
Sailing.
putting the sails up. What's this one?
Is she a famous French model?
This is
Yeah.
suggestive.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Here's another one.
So I didn't make the cover, but she was on the cover, and I got to shoot with her. So
Is that your only modeling? Is that your only modeling gig?
no, the American Beauty Show was also another one I did too. That was a big production too.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you have a modeling background, is what you're saying.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't want to toot my own horn over here, but
Beep, beep.
Honk, honk.
Why didn't you continue on?
I don't know. It started to take up too much time from bodybuilding.
Too many women chasing you down?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When was this?
I did this back in maybe I think 2017, maybe. Or
Okay.
I think around 2017.
Like runway stuff too, Akim, or just magazines?
Well, I had the chance to do the runway stuff, but I chickened out.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a poses.
Big ass
Yeah,
fucking big ass
yeah,
strut down to
exactly.
fucking-
Side chest while you're coming up.
Yeah.
Paul, do you have any modeling photos anywhere that we want to
Matter
see?
of fact, I do, Fouad.
Oh, you do?
Remember, I did a couple of shoots with you actually. Remember Hype Muscle? That was my first ever shoot.
If I can find that photo, man.
Muscle Mag.
Paul, what the fuck? I don't think. No, there's nothing of you, Paul.
I might have some.
There's not. Oh, can you go find it?
I might have some.
Everybody's picking it, getting their modeling photos.
You gotta go deep in the internet for this.
All right. No, I can't find nothing.
I think I got some.
You got something?
It's gonna take me a few minutes though.
All right. Anyway, back to Eric Janicki, or Janicki, or however you pronounce it. Janicki, I'm sorry. Paul, what did you think?
I didn't look at his pictures from this past show, but I have judged Eric before.
What did here? I'm going to show you his posing. Tell me what you think. Oh, you have judged him before. What did you think he
I
needed
think it
when
was
you judged
North
him?
Americans.
Here, this is that's his latest show. This is where he got his pro card.
Oh, looks like he put some size on since I last seen him.
He looks big, eh?
Yeah, his legs look bigger. Looks
Yeah.
wider.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw him before, I thought there was still a couple gaps in his physique, but he seems to have filled in some of them.
Yeah, he's filling him in.
Yeah.
I remember the
Bigger.
very first time he sent me photos. He sent me some progress photos. I don't know. I think it was like, I don't know. He competed last year or some shit. And all I said to him was, I'm like, I think your hamstrings need some more work. And it looks like he still does, but it's come up a lot.
Yeah, his chest looks way bigger.
Yeah, he's good. I think he could be a good pro. I don't know how old he is.
I think he needs to be a little bit tighter though, especially from the back there.
Yeah, that's what Ian was saying.
He's doing Toronto. He's doing Toronto this weekend.
Yeah, I put him on the list. Do you guys want to get into that right now? Just knock it out.
Well, should we do our recap the one last weekend first, or?
Yeah, we can do that first, or we can do Toronto first. Whatever.
It's up to you. It's your show.
Okay.
Hey, go do what you want. Fuck whatever. Fuck me, right?
Let's knock this out since I'm already here. Okay, Toronto Super Shows this weekend. Regan, I think, put some updates. This one is 2 hours ago. 5 days out, Toronto. Fuck, he looks better with each show, eh?
Yeah. He's filling out again.
You think it's a question of Stefan just fine tuning with each show that passes, or do you think it's a question of him? You know, some guys, like, as they diet more and more and more, they get better and better and better.
But I think the reverse has happened with Regan. Like, I think his first show he came in great shape but a little flat, but he seems to be filling out with each show now.
But that's what I mean. I think they're just peaking better.
Okay.
Do his quads not look a little flat still in those photos too? I guess that's 5 days out, so you're like in that spot, but the quads look a little flat to me still.
Yeah, the upper body looks fuller than the lower body.
Upper body looks fuller, yeah.
Yeah.
But like especially that left quad looks like a little down, you know?
I don't know. The skin texture looks a little thinner to me, but
Skin texture looks drier for sure.
Yeah. That's Regan, and then Aaron. We took a look at Sass. We saw last week as well. This is actually from Detroit. Sorry, just the lighting is so good there. It's such an awesome show that I had to.
Yeah. Play the whole video. Play the whole video.
This is what he looked like last show. He brought it back from trying to be too big at the show before that. Adam Miller, you've seen Felix Norman. We've seen Hussein Kalati. This guy's tricky to place because he doesn't look like much in his photos, but on stage he actually looks really impressive.
Yeah, he's good. I've competed against him before.
Got a good back too.
Yeah, he's hard. I was looking at the placings. I'm like, it's kind of hard to place him because I could place him like as high as 4th or 3rd or as low as 6th or 7th. I'm trying to find a shot here.
Where's he from? Is he in Canada? I see. Well, this guy was last year on stage jumping around like a crazy man.
Yeah.
He's like that guy that
awesome.
this weekend.
Yeah, he's from Toronto.
Oh,
Is it? Am I mistaken, or is he from Toronto?
He's in Toronto.
He was
I
awesome
think
last
he's in
year.
BC. I think he lives in BC, doesn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think he's from Iran. I think.
He was so excited last year. It was amazing. He's like jumping up and down, seeing each other, going crazy.
He won the 212 Toronto a couple of years ago, and then he did open last year.
That's where I remember him from. That's right.
I just saw you some pictures for it.
You sent some pictures. Have you saved on your phone, Paulie?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to show this, dude.
But you're in it. But...
I know. I don't want to show that. I got to crop myself out first.
Yeah, he's crazy from the back.
This conditioning's nuts too.
Yeah, he's freaky.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is that 212 shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a freaky back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good legs too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's dense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! I don't
Very vascular.
Yeah.
Shit.
Where the fuck did that go now? Shit.
Is this a new video of him?
Oh,
No,
it's 46 weeks ago.
He looks bigger than last
Yeah,
year.
let me get this off here so we can actually look at something else. Do we need to see more of this guy, or do you guys got it?
No, we got it.
There's nothing recent, no.
Yeah, no, not that I saw. Unless he's got something in his story. No, there's no story. Okay.
Oh, was that video recent?
No,
Oh, it wasn't.
I don't think so.
46 weeks ago, Paul.
Yeah, it's all
Oh.
fucking down. It's way the fuck down there. Okay, that's Hussein. Muzi looked good in his latest. When I was pulling these up because I had to add him to the list because I didn't have him on there. Like this is pretty impressive conditioning for Muzi. Good separation there. I always really liked his physique. He just never really could peak. But I think if he could peak, it'd be really impressive. Like, look at this.
He's with Justin Jacoby now, which I think I trust quite well for getting.
Look at the fucking quad hanging over the knee, man. Like this is a really impressive physique. And he reminds me of Tom Poe from Kickboxer.
You bleed like my Lee.
Look at this physique. Look. That's fucking wild, man.
Yeah, he looks better.
Side fucking conditioning's all there.
Did he compete at all last year?
I don't think so. The only thing, and you can see it here a little bit, if he doesn't control his stomach
Yeah.
during the poses, he might have an issue, or during transitions, he might have an issue. But overall, I've always liked his physique. I hope he brings it in. Here's some other shots. Front double. Chest looks a little slight there. Legs look wild. Wonder what he looks like from the back. There we go. Back's not bad. Hamstrings are good. Yeah. Okay. Skyler. This is a new Canadian pro. This is his debut. Little slight in the leg still, but a big guy overall. Do we have anything else here? Here's something. There we go. Posing video.
He was at our show on the weekend.
Yeah. Big guy, wide shoulders. I feel like the upper body is a little bit wider, so the legs need to come up a bit. Still has some growing to do, but I think he's a young guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is young.
And Eric, we took a look at. I think that's everybody.
Okay. See that Millage guy again? I don't remember what he looks like.
Adam Millage, this guy. Good structure. A couple gaps. Chest could be a little thicker. Arms could be a little bigger.
It's a tough one to. It's a tough show to pick because there's some guys that could finish like either 8th or 2nd. You know.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
How they come in.
That's what I was saying about Hussein. It's like that Hussein guy. I feel like he's kind of one of those people. And then Eric is also kind of hard to place because if he comes in a little tighter, he could be as high as like this is my tentative list that I put together.
Okay, yeah, the top 2 should be pretty clear.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
But after that, you can interchange them.
Yeah. You
got Skyler in 5th, eh?
1 second. Let me just here. I gotta just find this real quick. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know for sure. This was just a tentative kind of. I threw it together. Okay.
You're stuck with it now. You put it in the box.
No, fuck.
Yep.
Well, if I look at it, actually looking at Skyler a little more closely, I think I want to do this.
Do you see Felix Norman?
Yeah. Ugh, this is tough. I'm gonna go like this. Okay, I think that's better. We'll take a look at Felix, Norman. That's getting better and better every year, eh?
Yep. Every show too, he gets sharper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got nice shape. If he can just keep adding more pounds to this and not add any more mass to his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mass ass.
Felix,
That's coming up.
Felix, don't add any more mass to your glutes, dude. You're good there.
That's more lats, maybe, eh? Like his back is thick.
Yeah, his back. You think his back is thick? I thought his back was
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
thin.
it's thick. I just think he needs more lats.
I don't agree with you. What are you, some kind of judge?
This guy think he is.
I don't know, Paul. You think that's thick?
Well, go back to the last video you're showing there.
No, because then I gotta wait for him to go all the way around again.
Okay.
Here, let's see. No, there's nothing here. I don't know. I don't think it's disproportionate. I think his whole body just needs more mass. Let's put it that. Just put it that way. I don't think it's a strong point. Ian, what do you think? Anything?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's still a little thin in spots. The back's still a bit thin. It seems like he's kind of like, he has like a long kind of physique, you know?
Yeah.
Everything just seems a bit long, like it still needs a bit like of filling in there. You know, the arms look pretty good in some shots, but I think the legs still need a bit more. The back still needs a bit more.
I want to ask you guys something. Do you see how far back he's pulling his pelvic bone?
I always notice he does that. It looks weird. It makes his legs look short and his torso look long and kind of like awkward. Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
His legs look stumpier and his torso looks long.
Yeah.
He shortens his legs when he does that.
Yeah, he's obviously trying to do it to like contract the legs by pushing the hip back,
Yeah.
but he's like overdoing it and kind of sticking his chest forward and like his hips back.
Yeah.
And it looks a bit awkward, you know? So Felix, if you're listening, try and work on that a bit.
Yeah, you don't need to pull your groin that far back to get these lines to come out. I would stand up a little bit straighter so that, because then it would create more balance. If the quads looked a little longer, the waist wouldn't look so long.
Mm-hmm.
See, like here, he's contracting, but he's not pulling it like all the way back.
Yeah, especially when your arms are overhead, like in an ab and thigh or front double or something, it really stretches your physique out, you know?
See that?
Mm-hmm.
So he's able to pull it out without pulling his groin back.
Yeah, just right there and put your arms in that, and he shoots it back even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that? How he pulled it all the way in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too far back.
Yeah, it's a weird angle.
Okay. Anybody else want to see anybody else? Are we good?
I'm good.
Okay. Akim, you want to go?
No, I'll go. I'll probably go last.
Oh,
I want to see what everybody else pick first.
who wants to go? Paul,
I'll go.
Mike, Ian.
No, I gotta sit it out.
Ian, go ahead. Oh yeah, you're judging this week.
Yeah.
Okay, let me remove player. Yes, remove. Get rid of Paul. Okay, go ahead, Ian.
Regan, Sasan,
Yeah.
Sane. Just go to the list again. Just let me see the rest.
Sorry.
Sane. I think Eric can place that high. Over. I think Eric can beat Muzi, to be honest. But
No, come on.
what do you see in Muzi that's better than Eric?
I think Muzi's condition will be better, especially since you told me Jacoby's training him.
I don't. Oh, yeah, but I think Janicki's a lot bigger, and I think Muzi hasn't really I think will be in good shape, but I think he's still lacking in like some of the areas like his glutes and his hamstrings never quite get super crispy, even when the front is, just like Eric. So I think Eric's maybe equally as pretty, but a lot bigger. I don't know. I think that's a pretty close matchup.
If they trade conditioning, if it's a cancellation, I agree with you because Eric's got better shoulders and arms.
I think Muzi will be a little tighter from the front, just a hair, a little more separate, like detail in the quads and stuff like that. But I think Janicki will be significantly taller and larger. So I don't know. That's tough. And I think, yeah.
I think from the side shots that we just saw Muzi, like here, let's take a look again.
Who's head judging there, Paul? Tyler?
Yep.
I'm trying to take this into consideration. Who else is judging with you?
Rudy.
Is Rudy judging? Okay.
Yep.
I'll take that into consideration in my decision and probably put Janicki over him. But
I don't see this. This is the thing. I don't see this level of detail with Eric.
no, I agree. But then where was the last back shot? Go to the back shot.
Yeah.
That was 3 weeks. That's 3 weeks ago too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I thought that was like just now.
No, I mean this is.
Okay. Sorry, the picture we showed from what was the one we saw from the back?
That's the one that got me too, Ian. When I saw that,
This,
this isn't that. These aren't that.
That's 7 weeks ago. Okay, so he was like 8 weeks out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine conditioning for 8 weeks out. I'm not okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll go. I agree. Then I'm going to go Muzi next. Then I'll probably go Felix Norman.
You were going to put Eric ahead of Muzi. Now you're putting him down to 6th?
Well, yeah, just let me roll with my thinking. Then I'll go Janicki. Go up.
Yeah.
Aaron.
They're right here.
Shoot. Fuck, I don't want to keep bumping Janicki down. I want to give him the benefit here. I'll put Aaron, then Janicki, then Skylar, then Adam Millage.
Aaron, Janicki, Skylar, Millage. Okay. Mike?
Regan. Sass.
Yeah.
Hussein. Is that his name?
Hussein.
Muzi. Eric.
Eric.
Aaron.
Skylar.
Felix. Millage.
You fell off at the end there. That's okay. Or it's okay, Mike. It's okay, Mike.
Who
Akim.
won last week?
I got spanked last week, so I can't talk.
I'm going to be a little controversial now. So I'm going to put Sass in front.
Oh, that's
not out of the question.
I thought that too, and then
I honestly did
it's
too.
like a Regan. It's like a Regan homecoming. He's probably got like
That's an automatic loss for Akim. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, this was kind of like me in Toronto Pro. I probably shouldn't have beat Hassan that year, but Paul and all these guys were a little biased because it was Toronto, you know.
Never biased you.
I know.
I put Regan in second.
Yeah, I'm putting Regan in second.
That was just what everyone said after I won that show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put. I'm gonna go Eric third.
Wow,
Eric third.
Yeah,
you're trying to get some social media bump there.
he's trying to collab. He's trying to do a collab up here.
Yeah.
Eric's gonna contact me for sure now.
I'm gonna put Andrea in fourth.
Who?
Andrea.
Oh, Andrea Muzi. Okay.
And Eric, if you're listening, I want you to do better than that. Okay, I believe in you, but
he doesn't want to burn that bridge either, right?
Yeah, I believe you can, but it's yet to be proven. So prove me wrong.
Yeah, Eric, I think you can win.
I like you too, Eric.
Hassan in fifth.
Bring that conditioning in. You can win, buddy.
Hassan, yeah, fifth.
Okay.
What am I missing?
Aaron Golly, Adam Millage, Felix Norman, Skylar Shum.
The scumbag.
I didn't say scum. I said scum.
Isn't it Schumer? Isn't his last name Schumer?
That's not what it says on his page.
I put Eric Norman in six.
It's just Shum?
Yeah, Shum.
Oh, okay.
Who are you putting? Eric?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Aaron. 6.
Yeah, Aaron, sorry.
Okay.
7 is just
Felix?
Yeah, I'll do Felix in 7. Yeah, Felix 7th.
You have Skylar and Adam left.
Adam I'll put in 9th. And then that's Skylar in 8th.
I feel bad. I feel like this is like the 6th show we put Adam Millage in last place.
Well, you can put him in 3rd if you want.
I'll put him and Janicki 1 and 2.
I feel like Regan and Hassan is going to flip flop this show.
Why do you say that?
Because it was close the last show.
Do you think? And I know what you guys are going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Paul, you can't say anything. Do you think the judges subconsciously, not consciously, are like Sassan has done 5 fucking shows this year?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Hey, he was a tough Paul.
You're only one judge, Paul. You're only one judge.
I know what you're saying. It doesn't work that way.
Subconsciously, not consciously. Do they maybe give him a little bit? If it's close, maybe they give him like a little bump. They're like, you know what? He's done 5 fucking shows. Regan's already qualified. Let's let him get through.
No, that's
Or you go the other way, that Regan is like going to have the hype. The crowd will be behind him. He's a Toronto guy. You want to see a Canadian win the Toronto Pro. It could go either way. Whatever way you want to play that politics.
I guess politically it could. Yeah, could go either way.
To be honest, you go round for round until you got one beating the other.
Only thing I was thinking is, I know Sasan, he picks a show to show. He's always coming in condition.
You're right.
No, that's not true.
Well, he's always conditioned. He's just better or worse.
That's not.
No,
dude.
Even that one
so
show this year.
If you're gonna put your money on who's gonna come in like show back to back to back, who's gonna come in shape? Sasan or Regan? Who are you gonna put?
Who's more consistent?
Yeah, who's more consistent? Yeah.
Show me your modeling.
Historically, probably.
Show me your modeling photos. No, listen. I agree with you. I agree with you. But to say he's in shape every show is a misnomer. I think in New York, he missed it.
Well, he was still in really good shape. He just wasn't in as good a shape as we've seen him be. He was still really good.
No, but that's how you judge somebody. You based on their condition.
Yeah. But to say he's not in condition is not fair. He was in good condition, just he had been better.
In comparison to everybody else on the lineup, you're right. He was not out of shape, but he was just not his normal condition,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think Paul, and again, you're probably going to tell me I'm wrong, but I don't believe you. If you're used to seeing a guy come in at this level, and then they come in at this level, even if they're better than everybody else, do they still get judged a little more harshly because you're used to seeing them like up here?
For sure, but if he's still the clear winner, he's the clear winner.
Right. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so your thought process then, Akim, is that Sass is going to be in better condition.
I just think he's a little bit more consistent when it comes to peaking back to back to back to back.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I actually, just for the record, if Sass is listening to this or anybody sends it to him, I don't. I actually think Sass came in off for Sass in New York on purpose. I think he was trying to come in a little bit bigger.
I agree.
Because of the previous showings, and I think it just didn't. It wasn't like a good look for him. I think he's better when he's. Crisp.
I think it's more. I think it was a little bit more strategic on his part. I think he knew his biggest challenge was going to be Nick there, so he tried to come in a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, for the record, I had Regan winning Cali, and he did win Cali.
Well, we're going to take a look at that, Akim, because we have a record. We have a record of it.
Do you think?
Hey, I was one of the only guys that had Regan winning.
You did do really well.
Exactly.
Akim could be right because all this travel could start to catch up to Regan too.
I didn't say Akim could be wrong. Look, Sass, okay, can I listen? I just want to say this because I've been pretty hard on Sass on the show. I actually love his physique, and he's been like a close second. Well, I don't want to say close second. Like William definitely was ahead of him. He almost beat Andrew because Andrew was pretty off. I mean, he did beat Andrew prejudging. And New York was a little tougher. I don't know. He's right there. Like he's right about there.
Yeah.
It's got to be really frustrating to be that good, but still like not.
And he took last week off. Regan competed last week. So, well, not last week, the week before.
Yeah, I'm not saying
he's a little bit fresher.
You can make up the case that like if he almost beat an off Andrew, he can certainly beat a slightly off Regan. Because an off Andrew is still one of the top bodybuilders in the world. And look, Regan is one of the top bodybuilders in the world too, but not quite at the level that Andrew is.
Right.
So, I mean, if he is a bit off, then absolutely Sass can sneak in there.
I guess I just don't know I don't think Regan's going to be off. I know it's his third show. This is his third show. I just think because he's in Toronto, home crowd, he's going to like try and really put it together.
Well, I think he also he lives in Canada now most of the time.
There's no traveling or anything. Yeah.
There's no traveling. You can, sleep at home up to close to show, like in your own bed, your own food. It's like it does help. So yeah, I mean, there's something to say for home court advantage a little bit. I always felt better doing Toronto Pro.
Yeah, Akim. Okay, let's go back and take a look at the previous shows. Legion was last week. Actually, before we get to this, I just want to close these out real quick. We'll take a look because I was absolutely fucking blown away at Tonio. Like it literally, this is going to be crazy to say, but I think Tonio might have honestly one of my favorite physiques in the IFBB right now. When I saw him come out, I was like, holy fuck, it's just so polished. Did this many shows go by? There he is. I'm looking for the video of him. There he is. Check this shit out. Look at how perfect this fucking physique is. Look at that. It's just wild. And his posing is a lot better too.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest keys.
It's like the peak is perfect. He's conditioned. Every muscle is blasting full.
Waist looks tiny.
Skin looks thin. Waist looks tight. Posing is really crisp.
God.
I'm telling you, man. This is like...
That's better, eh?
This is definitely top 10 at the Olympia for sure. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. Super complete.
Yeah, it's like it's amazing. And I can't believe the peak is just perfect.
Does he
reminds me of a young Dexter Jackson, yeah.
I've been saying that for like 2 years.
He works with Jacoby too, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Akim, your thoughts?
No, he looked amazing. It was a clear win for him at that show.
Yeah.
Shape, everything is insane, If you look like his legs came up too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the year off did him really well, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, your thoughts?
Insanity.
Yeah, right.
We were looking at. Remember, we were looking at your show, and you're sitting in the audience. We were watching this instead of the finals. No, it's crazy. It's just awesome to look at.
Yeah. Here's the top 4 or 5. Sorry, we have Patrick shocked everybody except for Akim.
Not the top 5 though. Actually, Ken ended up beating Blessing.
Akim, don't fucking start. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I'm going to say this is again maybe an unpopular opinion. I'm not a judge. I wasn't sitting front row, but I don't know how Ken didn't end up in second place.
Second place.
You had him as
look how good he is. Look how fucking good he is.
He looked great.
How I'm sorry, no offense to Patrick Moore at all, but this is like he's not out of shape.
No,
he looks better here than he did in New York, I think.
Like I don't know how this wasn't second place. And again, like I wasn't sitting where the judges are sitting, so I'm only going by these videos and whatever. So I obviously can be wrong, but like that's a really complete physique.
Yeah, I like Kennedy's physique.
You have a video of Patrick?
Yeah, I do. There's got to be one here somewhere. But I guess I could see the conditioning could be a little better, but I didn't think Patrick's conditioning was far greater than this.
Mm.
And the physique is just so complete. It's like it's really hard to.
No, I agree. He looks great.
I don't know if I don't see a video of Patrick here anymore.
Well, there's Bruno and Florian that are 3rd and 4th.
I know. I just want to. I don't think I see. I don't think there's a Patrick video here anymore. Unfortunately.
There's some pictures there with him and Tonio, though.
So I wonder if there's something dead on. We'll take a look here because they're dead on. I don't know. Like I'm very partial to Ken's physique, so I don't know. I don't want to. Maybe I'm just being biased in my judging, but I just like that physique a lot more than actually any of these up here except for Tonio's.
Ken has a very powerful physique.
Yeah.
Dense. Well, how young he is, he's already so denser and thick already.
Ian, what do you think the culprit was for him to be 5th? Was it just the conditioning?
I don't really know. I need to see him in the comparisons to see what he looked like next to these guys, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any comparisons with him in this. Like Patrick looks good. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just I don't know. And Bruno looks good. Looks like his conditioning's a little better than the previous show. I wouldn't. Okay. Anybody? I don't want to keep going on. Anybody else see this as like the proper top 5?
I definitely.
Or sorry. Well, Blessing wasn't in the top 5, but out of these 4 guys, is this the top 4 to you?
From the pictures I saw, I could have had Kennedy easily at 3rd.
Mm.
You would have had Patrick 2nd?
I don't know if I've seen enough of Patrick to make that call, but I wasn't that impressed with Bruno. His posing too, I don't like.
Yeah, I agree with that. And even Florian, like Florian's impressive from the front, but like from the back here, his conditioning's not quite there to me in these shots, and his back is still pretty slight. So if Ken loses any ground, it's on like a back double and stuff, and I think he's still ahead of Florian there. So it's tough to say.
I guess that's kind of what I'm saying is like if you look across the board here, they're not. I mean, Tonio's the only one that has like great condition. I think Patrick's probably right behind him.
Yeah.
But they're not.
No, I
Nobody.
mean-
Nobody's got outstanding condition where like they would move ahead based on that.
When you think of like total package, like Kennedy's got a total. Like, yeah, he could have been sharper for sure, but he's definitely harder than a couple of these other guys in this lineup. And his shape and overall balance, I think, is better than a couple of guys in this lineup. So I don't know.
Yeah, so a weird one. I don't know. These pictures aren't great though, and then I don't know. Take a look at Florian here. Great body parts. Some gaps through the center torso. A little long.
It's a little soft though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the condition was as bang on as it could have been.
Crazy legs though.
Yeah, quads are nuts.
Yeah, he's got some awesome body parts. Legs, shoulders, arms.
Well, like here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't see that beating Kennedy.
No, I
From
mean
from videos and pictures at least.
no, I
Yeah,
mean
I don't know.
because they're the same condition. And
No, I thought Kennedy's actually a little bit harder.
Kenny's
in the
harder than
back.
that.
yeah.
Harder,
and
yeah,
I-
harder, yeah.
Okay, well then that even proves my point even more. You have a harder guy
Yeah.
with that's more balanced.
Right, more balance, exactly.
Yeah. And then we got Bruno here. Bruno, I thought was better. I actually like Bruno's physique. I just think he's a little bit narrow in the clavicles. He doesn't have like a crazy taper.
For a guy that's so big, he looked kind of small.
Small,
Yeah,
yeah, stringy,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Don't his legs look a little bit down to me. His quads.
Yeah, I think maybe
Yeah.
maybe he flattened out a bit trying to get that extra condition.
Maybe,
That with the bit of the narrowness through those high lats from the front, it just makes him look a little smaller than I think he is, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. I do think he's still got a nice physique. I would have I don't know if I would argue with him being fourth here.
But you'd have Kennedy
you-
over
you-
him.
yeah. Where would you have him?
I honestly look, man, I guess you'd have to see him in the lineup, and there isn't a picture of them in the
Yeah.
lineup, but this to me is second place at this show. Like
Yeah,
look at-
based
it's
on
a-
what I see, I can make that argument.
it's a wild physique, man, and he's not that much more out of shape than anybody else in that top five or the top four. Sorry.
Right.
So I don't know.
So it looked like at prejudge they had him down, but at finals they brought him up a little
Brought
bit.
him back in, yeah.
Yeah.
But the scorecard doesn't say that though, so it's kind
Oh,
of
it doesn't? No.
Oh,
no.
here he is.
See-
Maybe this can tell us something. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
How do you fucking? How is that fifth?
He's just a bit smaller stature guy, but I mean, like, he still, like, stands
He
out
beats
there.
He thinks Bruno in that shot in fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
I don't think Bruno should be there at all.
He stands out right away in that shot. He stands out.
Side chest is great.
I
Yeah.
wonder if
I was hoping he was going to do Toronto, but I don't see him on the lineup.
He should have, yeah.
I think he posted on his social media. He's shutting it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good move for him because honestly, it doesn't look to me like Kennedy needs more muscle. He just needs to perfect that peak.
There's a guy up there. I think I'm not sure if it's his first or second pro show. He's from BC. He looks impressive in his shots.
Look at this fucking physique, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess he had to be there. It's hard to argue.
I'd like to hear the judge's explanation on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything head on here. Blessing missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had some improvements in size, but the conditioning wasn't there yet.
Yeah,
he
he still
needs
needed-
a few more weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he'll keep slamming it a couple shows this year, I'm sure, and tighten up.
All right, let's take a look at last week's results.
Fucking smoke dog. Fuck us.
Yeah.
Fuck
Where
me.
did he place?
Oh, did I win?
Shit.
What?
Wait, but Akim's not even on here.
I didn't do a prediction last
Oh,
night.
you
I did
didn't do that one.
He didn't do predictions last week.
It was
I did
Seth.
prediction for Cali.
Yeah, and I killed you by 3.5 points.
3.5, bro. It's barely anything.
I barely beat Mike.
What are you trying to say?
What is that supposed to mean?
What are you trying to say, man?
No offense.
I beat you the week before.
Did you?
Yeah.
I suck at this.
Let's go back. I want to take a look at the one. Where did Akim? Akim did California. Let's take a look. Akim was fourth. I was last.
Paul, you beat me there. You beat me there too, you fucker.
Oh, yeah.
I was first.
I got my ass kicked at this one. Holy
At least I
shit!
was in third though.
I don't think I've ever. I
Ian
don't think
beat
I've
me
ever
by
won one.
20 fucking points.
I even beat second place by 10 points.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
What did
9.5. Yeah.
pick here, bro? 0, 0, 1 off, 3 off here. Aaron fucked you. 1 and 1.
Huh.
Wow, good job, Ian.
Yeah. Guess you know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
I ate shit on this one. Holy fuck!
I think I had Patrick too high in that show. That's what killed me.
Where'd you put Patrick? 6.
6, yeah, that's what killed me.
You're 4 places off. No, Aaron fucked you too. You had 6 places off.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And all these are 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you shit the bed on that one, Akim. What do I got here? Holy fuck! Oh, these are all just bad. Look at 4 off, 3 off. Yours looks worse than mine, Akim. How did I fucking lose to you? Oh, you only beat me by 1.
You got Bruno in
You
first.
had Bruno in first. That's
Bruno in first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Fuck you. Listen, I'm trying to. Hostile is going to be launching in Brazil here. I'm trying to get some. Fucking,
Okay.
trying to curry some favor with the Brazilians. Okay, and then we had last week. So I spanked everybody's ass, and then who's the Brandon won global results. Brandon, Mitch Alexander. Unless we see any big names here that we know of. No. Oh, there I am. 25th.
Wow.
24th.
25th. Wow, look at you.
24th in the world, baby. There we go.
Oh.
Okay, let's see who won here. Brandon, DM me. You won a hostile gift card. Brandon, no last name.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't even know who this is.
Just like
Well, I know.
Madonna.
I'll know by the email. It's fine. So if you're a Brandon that didn't win, don't bother messaging me, please. I don't want every Brandon in the world. Fucking. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Seth ahead now at 44 points.
Huh.
And
How did he move ahead when he placed lower than us last week?
I don't know. I don't argue with the algorithm, Ian.
Well, you, me, and Seth are all 1 point, 1, 1, 1. I'm
Yeah,
catching
like-
up to you though, week by week.
Me and Mike bringing up the rear.
Mike,
I'm making a late run, like I said before.
401 in the world. I'm 255. Ian. Oh, Ian's ahead of me by 5.
See, how does? Oh, okay, this is just the last week. What? I don't get it. How am I ahead of you?
This is your season ranking.
Yeah, but this is our total points for the season, isn't it?
No, this is your total points for the last week, I think. No, that can't be total points for the year because on the last show it showed like 24 points or 34 points or whatever the fuck it was.
Well, yeah, we were first and second, so like, there's no way that
Algorithm's
So why are you asking me to explain the fucking algorithm?
I'm just confused.
I didn't make it. Message
the internet, man.
message the fucking webmaster and be like, hey,
seems to be skewed towards you being all better than us.
what do you mean? I'm losing now.
By
So,
1 point. You got to make it look good.
What place is Seth in
You
overall?
got to make it look good. I cheated. I'm like, just make it 1 point.
Just
Just
put me
make it 1
second this
point.
week. Put me second.
What place is Seth in overall?
Seth, 303.
Okay, so I'm in first place overall then.
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking real. Oh, now you trust the
Yeah,
algorithm.
now I trust that.
Okay. Who else do we? That's it, right? Akim, what place are you? 751.
Yeah, but he hasn't guessed every show.
I know he's only guessed like one show. Okay. Everyone who's winning. Julian still in third.
Wow.
Hassan down here was winning. And by the way, Paul, he said he's from Turkey and he can help you navigate
Turkey.
if you want to go there.
For what?
Get your hair done.
Oh, I don't know what get my hair done.
You
I
don't
want to
wanna
get my
get-
neck. I want to get my neck done.
My neck.
Your neck. What?
You're what?
I told you I want to get a neck lift. I'm getting some saggy skin right there.
What?
Are you fucked?
No,
Who
we talked about
cares?
this before. We talked about this before.
You didn't tell me that. You want to get a
Yeah.
neck lift?
I wouldn't mind get see right here. I don't know if you can see it.
No, I can't.
I don't like that.
Stop eating Oreos in the middle of the night.
I'm trying. I'm working on
All
that.
right. You know what,
Actively
Paul?
working on that.
Paul, I got our next video. We're gonna go to.
We're gonna go to Turkey.
We're
Get
gonna
my
do
neck
neck
done.
training.
No,
yeah. You got us some neck training. I think that's probably
we're gonna
more
go
beneficial.
to a cosmetic surgeon. Do your first consult for your neck lift.
Yeah. Or
Just be like, how would you fix this? And just let it go crazy.
moisturize.
All right, let's go back to the fantasy league. We'll see who's getting spanked. Group mode. Where are we at here?
I'm at last.
Hey, you
Leaderboard.
realize I'm
25
losing out on
points.
points because I've had to set out some shows.
Well, that's your
Well,
fault.
you're
for
not. You still have more than 25 points, Paul. So don't be too upset.
Why is that what you got?
It's right here, Paul.
Oh, Mike. Wow. What did you pick?
I don't know. I got nobody doing shows. I got no one.
Yeah,
in
so
shows.
you should put an asterisk next to my name.
No, you should quit judging then.
No, but his picks still count in this thing. This has nothing to do with judging. This isn't to do with our picks week to week.
Oh, this is our teams.
This is
Yeah.
the fantasy league.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
matter with
yeah.
your judging.
Right. Okay.
Let's see in the world rankings.
Oh, that's why Seth moved up there because he had Tonio in that show.
Yeah. I'm 364 in the world. Stefan at 236. Ian at 164. Dude, you're getting spanked by 200 points.
Wait, how we just looked at our points were different. This is a different one?
This is for fantasy league. This is the global mode.
Oh, so this is different picks than the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Ian 164. Your global ranking 803. What was my global ranking?
Yeah, but I
37. Dude, 37.
I got Regan who's going to get me some points next weekend.
I'm going to win the fantasy league. And
Yeah, but you have no one for Toronto.
Who do I have here?
0. Aaron.
I have Aaron. He's going to get me some points.
You have Regan.
I got Regan.
I got Sass. What do you mean? Look,
Oh, you got Sass.
Whose team is this?
mine.
You have Regan and Sass?
No, I have Regan.
No, I have I have Sass.
Oh, no. Yeah, he has Regan too. This is the one where we could pick.
Yeah.
How do I have Regan too, though?
And you have Aaron too.
Well, hold on, because remember when we did the global mode, there was no draft picks.
It was just
your team.
based off the points. Yeah,
You picked your team based on points.
they weren't eliminated. Yeah,
Right. And then we did when we group mode, then you get
yeah.
drafts, right?
Yeah.
So I'm 37. Ian's 303, I think it said.
No, 800.
Oh wait. Yeah, you're getting killed. Okay. Seth 873. Paul 850. Mike 924.
Reap it up.
Moving up. All right.
Yeah, but he's gonna get like some shows like Dubai and stuff. He's got like Nathan, fucking Baruz, like guys that are gonna get a ton of points for those shows.
All right. What are we doing here? What's next? Did we miss anything? Any big news this week? Any gossip? Any shit in the bodybuilding world that I missed? Akim?
No, that's it.
None that you know. You're the one that follows all the gossip. So
Yeah. I thought I was a model, man.
I heard Lee Haney caused quite a stir.
Oh, with that
what?
comment?
Saying we all suck or something or what?
Yeah.
He said that bodybuilding needs a reset.
A reset.
Yeah, he's unhappy with the physiques.
But
But
Thanos us or what?
I find that interesting because when Samson won the Olympia, he literally said Excalibur is back or something like that, meaning like because that was his nickname, I guess. So I'm like, if we need a reset, I mean, Samson's like Lee Haney version 2.
Right.
Like literally when they both do that like crucifix pose,
Yeah.
they fucking it's like they're the same except Samson's got bigger legs.
Yeah, he's just bigger.
Was he referring to anyone specifically, or is he just talking
I don't
about
know. I don't know.
Nick.
I don't know if a lot of this is directed
okay.
directed at Nick, but if you look at like the overall physiques in the IFBB right now, I don't know if I can point to guts except for like Nick's, and Nick doesn't really even have a gut. It's just he's just a thick guy.
When you
So,
think
like-
back to the days of the guts, these are
So I'm
nothing.
saying when people were calling everybody bubble gut, every guy had a bit, like including me, and everybody had like there wasn't a small waist in sight except for like Dexter Jackson.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think bodybuilding's come a long fucking way.
I think so too.
Guys,
I think
I pray we're not like this in fucking 20 years, you know?
right.
We're
Shit,
not-
not all young guys.
We're not going to be. Ian,
If we are, we need to stop this podcast immediately, you know?
Ian,
Yeah.
we're not going to be because those guys, a lot of those, I don't want to talk bad about them. I have a lot of respect for a lot of these people, but
Oh, sure. As a bodybuilder, I do, of course. Yeah.
a lot of the guys that retire, it's like they start doing that right away. It's not like it happens to them like 10 years later. They're just like that right away. They're like
They also
yeah,
just base all their things off of like their era of bodybuilding. Like they don't look like this. It needs a reset. It's like, why? You know? If you put Nick in your era, like he doesn't look the same, but he'd fucking cream 99% of you so bad it would be like ridiculous. You'd see him on the stage in those days, and you'd be like, what the fuck is this? We don't even know. It's so much better than everybody, you know?
well, and that. But hold on a minute. I think that's what Lee is saying: is bigger is not better.
Yeah, but in Nick's case,
Like, you can't say
so
you
big
can't-
it's good.
Yeah, but you can't say. Well, okay, you can say because everybody has a preference. So I can't say. I shouldn't say you can't say.
Yeah, but they made classic to appease that, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm just
fucking
playing.
shut up.
I'm just playing devil's advocate for the fun of it. If you were in the 80s and you saw the 88 Olympia come out, 89 Olympia guys all come out, Lee Haney, Lee Labrada, Rich Kaspari, all these guys. It was Charles Claremont, like some of these fucking incredible physiques.
Sure.
And then you saw Nick walk out.
Yeah.
Does he win, or are you like, that's fucked?
I think he would be so much bigger and as an overarching theme, so much leaner than almost everybody. It would be just so shocking. Like I have no idea what they would do with it. It'll either be he just obliterates everyone because he's so much bigger and in better condition, or they don't like the shape. I don't know. But I mean, even if you just take one guy aside of Nick, which has made his trademark off of muscularity because he just doesn't have incredible shape. Look at everyone else that's out there right now. I mean, Samson, amazing X-frame.
No.
Derek, amazing X-frame,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm not
Hottie, like...
Yeah. I think that point is like made already. I don't think anybody, even the comment section I read, almost like the majority of people were like, hey man, like bodybuilding's doing pretty good.
Well, you can't base bodybuilding off of one physique. And I think also the beauty of bodybuilding is that there is different physiques, and that different physiques with different strengths can do well. Like someone like Nick can make up for his inadequacies in shape with muscularity and conditioning. And I think if we all just look like Samson, I don't think that's exciting. You know, like I think it's cool to have variances in physiques. You know,
Agree. Yeah.
And it makes it interesting. It makes it controversial. It makes it fun for the viewer. You know, I think if we all just look the same, it's fucking boring as shit. You know,
Akim, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say, like, to me, guys like Lee Haney and some of the older bodybuilders, you're never gonna appease them.
No,
at all, because they're always gonna feel like their era is the best era.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Pride, whatever.
I really, honest to God, I swear to God, I'm saying this with all due respect, because if there's any bodybuilder I respect as a bodybuilder in the industry, is Dorian Yates. Okay? I saw a clip. I think he was on Muscle Discord, and he showed him a clip of Nick Walker doing. It was a clip of Nick Walker doing a back double bicep, and I think Matt asked him about Nick, and all Dorian's assessment was of his back double bicep is, why does he turn his knee out like that? I can't see his calves. And I'm like, and in my mind I was like, he's right, but that's literally like the best back double bicep in bodybuilding right now, or one of them anyway.
It's one of the best ever, you know.
And unfortunately, calves are forgotten now.
And Nick doesn't even have bad calves.
You know? No, I know.
No, he doesn't. I know.
It's just his way he hits the pose.
Yeah.
But it feels like there's never a like good job, guys. You
exactly. That's exactly.
Well, I could say the
Except
same
for
thing
a guy like Jay.
Yeah, Jay does that all the time.
Like,
Jay is very supportive. Yeah.
I could say the same thing about 80s or even 90s bodybuilding. It's like where they were just sticking their legs straight back to maybe show the calf, but then not flexing their glutes, not flexing their hamstrings, no showing no quad sweep. It's like, well, why aren't you showing all these bigger, more important muscles than your fucking calves? Like, it's not just a calf shot, you know?
Yeah, the game changed a little bit. You know, what was important in that shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Everybody's obviously entitled to their opinion. I guess what I'm saying is it would be really cool to hear people with that much influence and that much respect, like a Lee Haney, like a Dorian Yates, like these guys who are icons in the sport, like just give people like a fucking push. Be like, man, fucking yeah, Nick Walker. Even if you're talking about Nick, let's say it's not your cup of tea, you're a Lee Haney. It'd be cool to hear him say like, you know what, he doesn't have my aesthetics, but fuck, that's a lot of muscle.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, same thing with, they were talking about Derek on there, and like asked Dorian about, you know, would you ever be worried of Derek? And he just like laughed at him, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's like, it's not really tasteful. Like I really like, I think Jay does it right. I think Jay is like, you know, Jay knows where he stands. He knows he's an icon in the sport, and he's always there to lift up everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's not. I think Bob Ciccarello was on a podcast. I didn't listen to too much of it, but people were telling me that he was shitting on today's bodybuilders as well. I just don't know what the fucking point is. Like, what are you trying to achieve, other than pumping your own tires? Like, my era was the best. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, okay, what if it was? Okay, let's say your era was the best. That doesn't help anything for you to shit all over all the bodybuilders.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, that era is over.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything. Like just
it's a bad look. It's a bad look on these guys, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're all in the same sport. We all love this sport. We should try to make it better, not shit on previous, shit on the current.
I just don't even understand it.
I don't get it either. It must be pride or something.
Because if you're looking at the Olympia top 10 as a whole, like the level of conditioning and aesthetics is incredible. Like Haughty, insane X frame. Samson, insane X frame. Great conditioning, insane conditioning on all these guys. If you work your way down the lineup, that's a consistent thing on all these guys. And even the guys that don't have the extreme aesthetics, just because they weren't naturally gifted with it, like someone like Nick, his conditioning and his muscularity is like the best on the planet. So it's like, yeah, he still did the work to make the best out of his physique. And you can't just like discard this guy because he doesn't have all the tools. He still has a lot of the great tools of an amazing bodybuilder, better than most bodybuilders in a lot of the criteria,
Plus, I mean, like when you go back to his day, like Lee Haney's day, like Rich Gaspari didn't have the prettiest shape. He got by on muscularity and conditioning. Yeah, that's how he became second best in the world.
That's actually a really good point.
This is just a more bigger version of that physique.
You know what? You're 100% right. If I think back, and I'm going to pull it up just to be.
Even Dorian didn't make his name off of his aesthetics.
Right.
I mean, there was guys in this era with way better aesthetics, like Flex and these guys. He made it off of insane muscularity. What?
Conditioning.
Hold on a minute. That's not 100% true.
No, he had good aesthetics, but I'm saying so do Haughty and Derek and Samson and Hunter and Akim and all these guys still have insane aesthetics. What
I was going to say was, Dorian. 92, 93, 94, aesthetically pleasing. And then 95, 96, 97.
But aesthetically pleasing compared to what? Like compared to...
Well, not compared to Flex Wheeler, but like...
Right.
It was a nice physique. Like it wasn't...
Yeah, but like do you think his
stomach
aesthetics...
hadn't grown yet and stuff?
No, but do you think his aesthetics are any better than Samson or Derek or Haughty or you know what I mean? No. I mean, what his edge was against those guys is he had good aesthetics, just like all those guys I named.
Right.
But he had insane muscularity and insane conditioning compared to everybody else at the time,
Agree, yeah.
Back as well.
And then that's what Ronnie elevated even more. It's like, yeah, Ronnie had good shape, wasn't amazing, got a little worse later in his career.
Whoa.
What?
Don't talk about the king like that.
Wait, I'm saying good things.
Whoa.
Ronnie had good shape.
Whoa.
Good shape.
No.
And then insane muscularity and insane muscularity, insane conditioning.
You are wrong. Sorry. You will not blaspheme.
Blaspheme what? What the fuck did I blaspheme?
Ronnie's shape
was good.
No. Ronnie's shape all through his career up until he passed 2001 was insane. Waist like this, shoulders like this, legs sweeping.
Yeah, look, I think Ronnie
shape.
has great aesthetics, but we don't talk about him in like the same light that you talk about like a fucking Flex Wheeler or these guys.
That's just because he was so big. That's not because he didn't have the beautiful shape. And also, I'll give you a second point just to against that. Nobody ever talks about Ronnie Coleman being in the top 5 of greatest quads of all time either. But he definitely was.
He definitely did, yeah.
Yeah, but it's because he's so
everything else was good.
He's so great in so many areas. People don't give him credit for these things. And it's like, honestly, if I'll go back here and I'll show you like Ronnie
99, 98, yeah.
Or show natural Ronnie before he got massive.
Like 98 Ronnie Coleman
is crazy,
fucking wild. Like
I've always thought that was his best. 98.
Look at this shape.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah.
Like this is it's just as nice as Flex Wheeler's shape, except bigger.
Yeah. No, in those years for sure. See, like there, like that's that there is where his dominant feature is his muscularity and conditioning, not necessarily aesthetics.
I agree with you.
Look at the go to the front relax. Between him and Flex. Onto the
No, that's he's too big there. Where the fuck is
bottom right?
Bottom front relax.
Top up.
Up still.
Second row.
There you go. There you go.
Look at that.
Oh, Jesus.
He actually have a better shape than Flex to me.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like it's not Ian, yeah. I guess I'm actually like I'm railing more against people online because they talk about Ronnie being like horrible shape, but they forget that they forget when he was young. Look at this. Look at the shape.
I mean, the first thing I said was Ronnie had good aesthetics. I didn't say he ever had bad aesthetics. I think aesthetics were great, but I'm saying there was guys in his era that were literally just known for their aesthetics. Like that's what that era was talked about.
I guess I'm having a little bit of a separate conversation here. Would you say that these aesthetics are just as good as anybody else on this stage?
I mean, it definitely, the X frame is crazy. I mean, like, look, he doesn't have the most beautiful ab development, the wider spaced abs and things like that.
Yeah.
But like the actual X frame is incredible,
Yeah. I mean, this is,
Jeez.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not,
Like,
it's not even-
nuts.
it's not
And
even,
he's got his legs right together, so you can't even see his abductors or anything.
Yeah, like-
His legs will look much bigger.
Yeah. The point I was trying to make is how he separated himself against the crop of guys in his era wasn't his aesthetics. It was his muscularity and conditioning, I think he had good aesthetics or even better than most, but then he was so much bigger and so much more freaky, like conditioning wise, that's what the separation was,
yeah. Yeah. Wild. I don't know. How did we get here again? Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I just, I wish all the guys that retired were more like Jay in the way they talk. You know why it's a little, I guess all sports do it, but I guess in bodybuilding, we've all been there. We all know how hard it is to diet. We all know how hard it is to get on stage. We all know how hard it is to get ahead. And it just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't fucking feel right to be like, yeah, your era sucks. You guys suck. You guys are not posing right. You guys are not, I don't know. I don't know. Rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I was like, that kind of sucks. I'd like to see,
It's like, what not posing right? Maybe you weren't posing right. Maybe they're posing right now and you weren't,
Akim, you're active. How do you feel about it? You should have the most powerful opinions on this. You're the one that's in this era.
I mean, like I said before, you're never going to please those guys because they're always going to think their era is the best era.
Yeah.
So sometimes when they talk, it's just in one ear, out the other to me.
Are you gonna think you were part of the best era when you retire?
Nah, I'm going to give support to the guys that are moving bodybuilding forward.
Right.
Why would I try to keep it in the past? And that's what they do. That's what they're doing. It's supposed to be an evolution of the sport. That's to try to keep it in the past.
Yeah, but it's the only way they can stay relevant. That's the thing.
Exactly.
They're all clinging to relevancy and trying to like have this narrative of like we're the best. And I agree with like some of those guys were obviously some of the greatest of all time. But it's like,
of course.
But like you can't all hang your hat on that stupid bullshit state like that stand. It's like where you're just like, oh, we come from the best era and look sticking together. Like remember when like Sean Ray or Dorian or like it's like move on, guys. Like you're not on stage anymore.
This is
He look in not great shape. Muscularity and conditioning.
Rich Gaspari. This is probably a bad photo of him, but this is like an 80s version of Nick Walker.
Yeah, right. Like he was the first guy with ripped glutes, He
But then you look at stuff like this, Paul. I mean, the waist is still. This isn't Nick Walker, but it's the '80s version of it.
Yeah,
but that's the way he's hitting that pose too. He's making it more classic. Like if that's dead on, that's a fairly thick waist from the front, right there.
Yeah. And I think what I said this to somebody I was talking to on the weekend actually. I agree 100% with Ian. The fun of bodybuilding is that everybody is different. And when you get a show like Pittsburgh, for example, where you have an apples and oranges type battle with Nick and Derek, that's why that show is so exciting. That's why there's a million comments on every fucking picture of them.
Yeah.
Right. That's good for the sport.
I mean, it was cool to see Marcus Rule go against Dexter Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, that's a cool fucking thing.
Well,
to
yeah,
see.
because you have fans that like not every person that watches bodybuilding likes like a lot of people like Nick there. A lot of people like Derek there. Some people love fucking freaky, big, muscular mutants like Nick. And some people like more aesthetic, I mean, there's places for every fan and every type of bodybuilder. And I think if we just try and like narrow the lane to just one type of physique, I think it just makes it very like
one-dimensional. Yeah.
One-dimensional.
Some of our favorite physiques from back in their time, like a lot of guys will look back and like think of like Marcus Rule.
Yeah.
Like, was he like aesthetically winning, like, but he's a monster. Everybody remembers him.
Yeah,
that was one of the freakiest fucking thing I've ever seen. Like back
one of the most popular guys of that era.
Yeah. So it's like
people still talk about him and share his memes.
You can't say that you didn't have like these types of guys back then. You did, and they were popular as fuck.
Yep. But I think in Lee's defense, Lee's talking about the 80s, and I don't know how many of those guys existed in the 80s. Those guys are more a product of, I think that kind of started in the 90s with like Nasser and like Dorian and like these guys that really started the mass movement. And then from there it went to like Jean-Pierre Fuchs and fucking Marcus Rule and some of these fucking freaks. Greg Kovacs came on the scene. Like it was
called bodybuilding boys. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some questions. Can we please do a few rounds of geography with Paul?
Sure. I was geography.
Paul, after seeing a video of your hair getting cut, do you feel like maybe you don't want to go get your hair cut anymore?
Got an appointment Thursday.
So you just got your hair cut a week ago. You're going to cut again?
I gotta get it cleaned up. Well,
It's out of control. Look at it.
I gotta get. Well,
Is that out of control?
okay, you guys will laugh at me, but as you know, I have a bald spot right here. So if I don't get it,
you mean right here?
You mean here?
You mean the entire head that you just have a shaved head?
it has expanded. It started here, now it's down to here.
Now it's everywhere.
Yeah, but I still have some on the sides and back. So if I don't get that trimmed up,
Everybody has some on the sides and back.
yeah, but I look at Mr. Burns if I don't get that trimmed up. It looks
That's not what we're asking you. What we're asking is why don't you just do it yourself and fucking stop? Get
a
rid
fucking
of the
shaver and
peach
shave
fuzz
your
on
head, bro.
top.
Yeah.
We talked about this. It's more than just shaving a head. There's a
That's
little
like
bit of
losing a friend. You're asking him to lose a friend. That's
This is right. There's a little bit of shaping involved. It's not just as simple as buzzing it.
Paul, can you at least?
But
admit,
I also need my beard cleaned up.
Okay, that's understandable. But can you
Sure.
can you honestly admit that, like, if tomorrow you came on the podcast and you buzzed your head from here all the way around in the top and everything, can you honestly say that anybody would notice a difference?
Well, I'll do an experiment. I'm not going to tell you guys when, but one day in the near future, I will do that, and I won't say anything. And I'll
No
come
one's
on.
gonna.
You tell me.
No one's gonna say shit, right?
You won't notice.
Well, we'll see if you do or not. Because last time I did, I had.
I'll
comments.
notice, Paul. I'll notice.
I know you will, Mike, because you care about me.
I
not like these
already
guys.
said I thought you had a shaved head for like the last.
I know
10
you did.
years.
But I remember a podcast not too long ago where Seth particularly pointed it out that he could tell that I shaved my head that day. So I won't tell you guys when. But
Okay. You're never gonna do it.
I am going to do it. It's summertime. I want to do it.
Okay.
Then do it Thursday.
No, I want.
That'll defeat your.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got to take some pictures at the show. Yeah.
Leap.
Yeah, it'll look good. It'll look nice and clean.
I got to take some pictures with fans. I got to make sure my hair is done right. You're such a prima donna now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
You know what, Paul? You didn't have any bodybuilding fans. You got podcast fans. It's time to fucking live it up. Okay,
Yeah.
So
Pamper myself. Yeah. Do I?
Pamper yourself. That's right.
Yeah.
Lee Priest says, does Paul not want to get a bike because the wind and the helmet will mess up his hair?
Good point, Lee. I never thought about that, but I'm okay with that. It's the least of my concerns. More my dying on a bike is more my concern.
Yeah, losing my life is the
that's my bigger concern.
Akim, I'll ask you this question because we've all done this 100 times. If you had to be stranded on an island with one person from the podcast and survive with just the two of you and no other humans, who would you pick?
Paul.
Paul can't do anything.
I get you high the whole time, Akim. We would tell you some great stories. We'd have some laughs. We'd have some drinks.
If Paul saw a fucking lizard, he would run.
You got to protect me. You got to protect me, Akim. I'm definitely. I need your protection. I'm not going to protect you, but I'll make you laugh and I'll get you high.
All right, so Akim's going to fight everybody and gather food while you just get high and make them laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Great friendship.
Yeah.
Keep you sane on that island, you know?
We'll form a very strong bond.
Well, be careful. Not too strong. Akim's a big guy. Who wins in a fight? One Mike or five Pauls?
Is this current them?
Yes.
Yeah. Or was this 20 years ago?
No, now.
Yeah, Mike wins. You
Uh,
just pick up one
I
of
got faith in you.
Well,
Paul. I think
You just pick up one of me and beat the other ones up with it.
well, if you guys get a hold of my arms, I'm fucked. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, we don't got much endurance.
Five
It
of
wouldn't
you.
last long.
when's Ian
I'd probably tear something too.
When's Ian coming back to compete?
Fouad Abiad
Next-
Classic
next
year,
week.
yeah?
Haha, yes.
I told Paul, I said, I'm going to come back to Detroit in 2025 or 2026 and compete
Oh,
against
we gotta do
Ian.
an amateur show. It's way more fun.
Can I do an amateur show?
Yeah,
do whatever
of course
fuck
you
you
can. You just
want.
have to relinquish your pro status.
Yeah, do whatever you want, man.
Can I do my own show?
Why not?
That's
Has that ever been done before?
I don't know. That's going to be awesome.
Well, you could just
You're not
Just
judging it.
guest pose. Guest
Yeah,
pose.
just guest pose, that way, yeah.
No. I want to win my own show.
Well, I'm gonna beat you.
We'll
so
give
you
you.
won't
We'll
win,
give
but-
you a trophy. We'll give you something.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I want.
we'll all put in for something for you.
Okay. Top 3 bodybuilders of all time for all of you. Paul, go ahead. You go first. You've been around the longest.
Are we going to answer this as favorite or just who we think is the best in your opinion?
No. Your personal top 3 bodybuilders of all time.
Okay.
Again, though, my favorite or who I think is the best 3?
Your favorite.
Oh, my favorite.
Yes, Paul. This is so confusing. There's like the 3 bodybuilders you like.
Mine, yours.
I'm just being clear.
I swear to God, sometimes I think you're just fucking with me. Like, what
I'm just being clear. That's all.
The 3 bodybuilders in history that you like the most. That's
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Number 1, as a kid growing up, Kevin the Vrone was my favorite, so I got to put Kevin in my top 3.
Ian's gonna freak out.
I know Ian doesn't. I know Ian has no respect for his physique at all, but I still have that in my top 3.
Big Kevin fan. I'm a big Kevin fan.
What? I think you're answering that question wrong. You know.
Why?
You said top 3 bodybuilders of all time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your favorite bodybuilders.
Yes, that's where my confusion.
I know, but I don't want to do that because what are we gonna do? We're gonna say, fucking Ronnie, Phil.
No, you don't know their top 3.
Anybody who doesn't say Ronnie and Phil is 1 and 2 is retarded.
Yeah.
Some might like Arnold better.
Okay, fine.
Sure.
Go ahead, Akim. Your top 3.
Sorry.
Ronnie, Phil, and Arnold.
Tell me how to run my. You know what? Tell me how to run my show because I don't know exactly how it's gonna go.
I'll go with Ronnie.
Okay, what surprise? Let me guess. Wait. Let me guess. Phil.
Now I go to
Dorian.
Arnold. Now I go to Arnold.
So if Phil stood next to Arnold, you think Arnold's better?
You telling me? I tell you my top 3 of all time.
Fuad's gonna tell you you're wrong though.
Those can't be your favorites.
Idiot. No, we're not picking favorites. We're picking who would
3.
win. That's what he said.
Yeah.
The best, yeah.
So he thinks Arnold. If he stood next to
because
Phil,
listen, Fouad, you see, I'm doing the logistics behind this is I'm
Okay,
going by era. The era.
Most dominant.
Exactly.
Okay.
oh,
See, now,
you're,
now,
okay,
now,
well,
now
that's
it makes sense now. Yeah.
okay. I still don't think that's true. Phil won 7 Mr. Olympias pretty dominantly.
We're going by era. Okay.
Regardless.
Okay, Ronnie, Arnold, and then
I would put Dexter in 3rd.
Oh.
That's a horrible top 3. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay. Who has more wins?
yeah, but
I'll
would
wait.
you?
I'll wait.
Yeah, but would
Who
you
has more
win?
wins?
Okay, wait. Would you rather win 40 Detroit Pros or 7 Olympias?
40 Detroit Pros.
Oh, you're you're lying to suit your argument.
I swear to God. That's why.
Okay, well, you can do. You know what?
That's why I think LeBron is the greatest of all time.
Okay, you can do the Detroit Pro from now on until you retire. I'll make sure. Okay, that's actually. You know what? I can't argue with that. Dexter's got all the most wins in history. So okay.
And longevity.
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
So again, my favorite 3.
No, we're going with Akim's
Most dominant 3.
Yes, we're going with Akim's.
I'm gonna say Dorian is in my top 3.
No,
Ronnie.
go first, second, third.
Oh, Ronnie for sure.
Okay.
If you're going most dominant, it's hard to argue with Arnold.
Okay.
And Dorian.
Was he the most dominant though? Because
Of his era, I think so.
a lot of people say Mike Mentzer. Well, wait a minute. You're not. Are we talking popularity or bodybuilding prowess? Because a lot of people would say Mentzer won in 80.
Yeah, but that was just 1 year. Didn't he win?
Listen, if you're talking popularity and what moved the sport forward, Arnold's the king.
Oh yeah, you can't argue with that.
Doubt. But if we're talking strictly competitive on stage,
Right.
a lot of people thought he got kind of gift in 80, like in 1980.
Really?
Hey.
I'm not saying
A win is a win, man. A win is a win. Listen, Victor won in what, 2007?
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Yeah, but he didn't. So a win is a win.
So exactly, a win is a win.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you say, Paul? You said Arnold first.
Arnold.
Ronnie.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie. Because for the longest time, it was like who's going to come second place. Ronnie was the given.
Yeah.
Well, Phil. His titles speak for themselves too.
Honestly,
but Phil, I don't think it was a given every year because there was Kai for a long time.
I know Kai was close, but I don't think anybody except for maybe the Arnold Spain, was it? Barcelona? I don't know where the fuck that show was.
Or
was it the Cheru?
Sure,
There was one show that wasn't the Olympia where people were like, Kai could have won that one. But all of the Olympias, I'm pretty sure Phil won. Like,
But I mean, like, just from a perspective of like going into the show, everyone knew Ronnie's winning again.
yes,
You know, he was just that so dominant.
agree.
I don't know if Phil was as dominant as that though, because I think it was always, you know, will Kai have enough this year to take him out?
I agree with that. I don't think Kai was like that far behind that people didn't consider him maybe could win.
Yeah. So and so thinking of it that way, I don't know if I can put Phil in my top three.
So who would you put second? Arnold?
Dorian. I think Dorian in
Dorian.
Dorian's prime, you know, it was a race for second. And then I would probably put Arnold in the top three too.
Okay. Ian?
Yeah, I mean, you got to pick Ronnie. I mean, if you're picking like dominant, I mean, maybe this is weird and we're only picking men, but I feel like Iris Kyle is probably like the most dominant, you know?
Look at this fucking guy who's just trying to be fucking.
He's trying to get the female.
What are you doing over there, man?
followers
What are
now.
you bringing chicks in for?
He's a
It's like,
feminist,
oh,
dude.
he's such a softie.
What are you trying to do, man?
Yeah.
I mean, what? She have like fucking 11 Olympia wins or some crazy bullshit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Okay, but if we're sticking with men, I'm going to go, Ronnie, Phil, and Lee Haney. No,
Wait a minute. That's actually true.
He was dominant.
I know. It's just because we were just ripping on him. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely in that conversation. I mean, he has the most Olympia wins, doesn't
Wait
he?
a minute. Is there anybody? Okay, go ahead, Ian. Sorry.
Until Dorian came, he had no
I'm gonna
challenge,
put Lee Haney in second.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to say Lee Haney like in that conversation. So
There's literally nobody in the 80s I can think of.
that was even close to him.
Yeah, because
not until Dorian came.
Because Lee Labrada and Rich Kaspari were always second to him, were they not? I don't really know my 80s.
Gaspari
history.
most of the time.
Yeah, well, I don't think that was in my like I said, I don't know my 80s history
not
enough, but I don't think that was a close like.
I don't think it was ever controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put Lee in second. I put Ronnie first. So who's third for you then, Ian? Phil.
Yeah.
I think I agree with Paul on Dorian. I think Dorian was more dominant than Phil was. Not because he had more wins, but because I think it was his show to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was,
Leading, I guess Paul's point is the one, like, leading into the show, you didn't know. You were like, maybe Kai could pull this one out.
Right. But just from that perspective, that's why I didn't put him in the top three.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Phil's physique, so I got to go with Phil.
I am too.
But listen, if you looked at it this way, when the show was done, Phil won 7 pretty convincingly.
Yeah.
So if you
And
look
honestly, even the one that he lost to Sean, like, rest in peace, but he really won 99% of the shots. He just lost because his midsection was a fucking disaster. But I do agree with Akim, a win is a win. So he didn't win that 8th, but he was pretty goddamn close to winning 8.
You know what? The way you would say it is Phil kind of beat himself at that show.
Phil beat himself.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you break it down pose by pose, he still won the majority of poses for
But
sure.
they weren't happy with his overall lines because his waist was bigger.
Yeah, which I don't disagree with, you know.
So if we're looking at it post show, I would probably put Phil third.
Yeah.
And if we're doing it based on physiques, I'm going to go Brawny, Phil, Dorian.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm actually picking what I just think is like the right answer, I think it's Ronnie, Lee, and Arnold. But that's not like my personal.
You think Arnold is more dominant than Phil?
I mean, Arnold just has a special place in the sport, you know? I mean, like, he was like the fucking godfather of the bodybuilding. He was, you know,
I know, but
the first impressive win. Yeah.
Try and separate off stage and on stage.
Yeah, that first, you know, really impressive run of wins. You know, like, look, yeah, it's tough.
Was it though? Because you could also say, if you want to say that, you could say Sergio Oliva.
Yeah,
because he was killing everybody.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Larry Scott, like all these guys from the beginning, winning 3, 4, 5.
But I mean, I think Sergio Oliva was like the first person they'd ever seen that was like,
Sergio too,
a fucking complete monster.
Yeah, for sure.
Mike, what do you think?
Fuck, it's tough.
Ronnie, Phil, Dexter.
What was the first one?
Ronnie,
Phil, Dexter.
Mm-hmm. I don't care about those 80 guys.
It's hard not to, like, I agree with Akim. It's hard to not put Dexter in there because of his, like, his like 40, fuck, I don't know. His consistency over the decades is like so impressive. It's ridiculous. There's no one that maintained that level of like consistent high level bodybuilding, even close to Dexter, like not even remotely close.
And got better. in the last third of his career.
He was
so
competing from the fucking late 90s until like his last Olympias were with me and Akim. You know, like this guy was competing until the 2020s. It's fucking insane, you know?
Okay, like 3 generations.
That's like a 25-year span of like being top 8 at the Olympia consistently every fucking year. Like that's nuts, you know? Like, I mean, he was doing shows with me and Luke Sando in Tampa and like still beating us when the guy's fucking 48 years old, you know? And we're like in the prime of our career. It's crazy, you know?
Okay, really quickly, because we already spent a ton of time on this. Top three favorites, because I want to do it like, since it's my show, okay, maybe I can do it my way. No, I'm just fucking around. Yeah, top 3 favorites. I'm curious.
I'd go Ronnie Phil J.
I'm gonna go Ronnie Dorian. Fuck, there's a lot I like. Flex Wheeler 93, Kevin Levrone, like fucking a number of looks I liked. I don't know, man. There's a fucking whole bunch of physiques that I love. Paul?
Yeah, Kevin definitely. Yeah, you mentioned that 1 year. Well, not the 1 year, but Flex in his prime, 93 particularly. Man, oh man.
I think Ronnie Dorian and Flex have to be my top 3 favorites.
Yeah.
Mike?
Ronnie, Flex, Dexter.
Akeem?
I have to go up to like when me coming up as this young bodybuilder, guys I looked up to that always like, you know, inspired me to go along this journey. I would have to say definitely Ronnie, Victor Martinez. And I've always looked at Dexter's career and I'm like, if I could get the longevity in this sport, that's what I would want to like pattern my career as somebody like Dexter. So Dexter would be the third person.
How old are you now, Akeem?
I'm turning 41 in August.
You think you can hang on for 10 more years?
I don't know, but I've always tried to emulate what Dexter did.
Well, not physically, because you can't predict that. But I mean, hopefully, you know, God willing that you're always healthy. But mentally, do you think you can? Is there part of you that's like, okay, I fucking had enough?
Sometimes, you know, I want to say I want to do for maybe another 4 or 5 years, maybe.
That's a good run.
If I could do that, that's a good run for me.
How old?
What age is?
Yeah,
sorry,
I was going to ask the same thing, Paul. Go ahead.
What age did you start competing, Akim?
I started late, man. I started when I was like 27, 28.
Okay, so you're going like 14 years now.
Tell me if you guys think this is accurate.
20 years though.
I think every bodybuilder has 15 to 20 years, except for this, obviously some outliers. And it doesn't matter when you start, because like a lot of people say like, oh, your prime is like 32 or whatever they say. Like, I don't actually think that's what it is. I think it's like 10 years in kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's your prime. That's your prime 10 years in.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Between 10 and 15. And it doesn't matter if you start. Doesn't matter if you start at 25 or if you start at fucking 19.
Right.
It's like 10 years. You start to see like that really, really good.
Yeah. 8 to 10 in is when I think you're starting to be good.
Yeah. The rare ones like a Dexter 20.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, Dexter's an outlier, right?
Yeah,
like
he's an outlier for sure.
When I think of like Samson, for example, like Samson started late and he looks really fresh right now, and he's 38 years old.
Right.
And he looks like he could probably compete for another 5 years.
Well, when did Dexter start competing?
Dexter is an outlier because he was fucking competing. Like when I started following bodybuilding in the year 2000, Dexter was already placing in the top 5 at shows.
I saw him go pro in Detroit at North Americans in 91, I believe it was.
91. Shit. He turned pro in 91.
92 maybe. It was right around that time. Or no, it might have been a couple years after that. 94, 95. Anyways, he turned pro in Detroit. I watched it at the Detroit Opera House.
Pro
Did he just obliterate everyone?
I don't think you're right, Paul.
95?
No, 99.
Yeah. I think
99.
Late 90s.
98 is when he turned pro, first in overall North American Championships. In 1999, his first show was the Arnold Classic. He took 7th.
Crazy.
So 99, and he retired in fucking what? 2015? 20?
No.
2020,
bro.
2021, yeah.
22 years.
He didn't bodybuild for 20 years. He competed as a pro for 20. That's
as an Olympia level pro for
Right.
20 years.
Imagine
He didn't miss a single Olympian that whole time. You know?
here, let's take a look at his record to see how fucking impressive this is.
I remember for a brief period there, he was kind of going down, and then he came back again.
That was
Look at this list, man.
Look at this. 7th, 4th, 3rd.
The
9th.
bottom of that list is only to 2003, bro.
Wait a second. Look at this. This is when I started. This is the first show I ever went to. I saw him compete at this show, and I actually thought he beat Marcus Rule. Marcus Rule won this show, and then from there, look at all these fucking places. 8th at the Olympia. You have like a win here. I think it's his first
Then
pro win.
fourth at the Olympia in 2002.
His first amateur show was 92.
Third in 2003.
Third, fourth
the next year.
Fourth, third, first.
Fucking hell.
Look at
Third
all-
the next year. Fourth, like
Look at all the
That's
first place
nuts,
win.
man.
Look at Arnold Classic win, Australian Grand Prix.
Mr.
Like,
Olympia
fuck it.
5th, Mr. Olympia 2nd. Like
They're just knocking out shows.
even all the way to 2016 Olympia, he came fucking third. 2017 4th. Like he was still placing in the top 5 until 2017. That's fucked, man.
2020 Arnold Classic, 2nd place.
And look at those placings; they're all 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah.
Except for the very last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really crazy career.
The
man.
consistency is nuts.
And even like a fucking 50-year-old Dexter at the end there still was placing like right in the just inside the top 10 at the Olympia. Like what was he in his last Olympia? 8th?
Ninth.
9th.
Yeah.
You know, in 2020, that's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard. You got to put him in all-time best. One of the all-time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was Paul really serious when his hair? No. Was Paul really serious when he was getting his hair cut?
Serious about what?
Fucking haircut. What's the problem?
Answers that right there, guys.
Does everyone on the podcast have a hidden talent? Akim, you have a hidden talent other than modeling, of course.
Nah, that's it, man. Well, I used to be pretty good at.
Didn't you say you played an instrument of some sort or some shit last time you were on here? No,
Hell no.
somebody else.
Yeah, I played a tuba.
I'd believe that. If he said it, I'd believe it.
I know. I totally go with it. Yeah.
I could see this guy played the tuba for sure.
No, I don't have no hidden talent.
Mike, do you have any hidden talents?
No.
None. You know about him, Fouad. I have none.
Ian,
Go ahead, Akeem.
I did trying to rap music one time, but that
did you really?
Really?
Yeah,
How'd that-
yeah.
Is there a
Paul's
record
so
of it anywhere?
jealous. Paul's
Is there a
so
way-
jealous.
Well, to be honest with you, I had some outstanding bills I never paid, so I can't get my access on the music.
What?
Yeah.
So what? You recorded in a studio somewhere and didn't pay them?
Yeah.
They won't give you your record.
They won't give me my
That could be a-
mixtape.
That'd be a bestseller.
Back in high school, you know.
Was it shit or was it good?
No, we laid down some great tracks. It just
What was your rap name?
it was too expensive.
What was your rap?
What was your rap name?
Tell us.
You could,
Oh
you-
man,
Come on.
Akeem the dream. Akeem the dream.
I'll leave that one alone.
No, fuck no. Fuck no. And you know what? From now on, every time you log on, you have to log on with that name.
So yeah, don't tell us the name. Just next time you come on, log on
Yeah.
as that.
All right, I got you. Yeah, it was too much. Me going to high school and trying to pay recording fees. Nah, I couldn't do it.
You know that you know that's Paul's dream, right?
yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah?
teach me. You can teach me, Akim?
Paul's dream is to be.
I got you, Paul.
Yeah.
Listen, Paul has two dreams. Well, for three dreams. One is
Two
to be
big ones.
one is to be black.
So I married into it.
The first one, and he married a black girl just so he could like get as closest to it as possible. And the other two are related to the first one. He wants to be able to rap and dunk, and he thinks all black people can rap and dunk.
Well, at least I have a better chance with it than I ever have.
No, they don't
So,
have a better.
yeah.
chance.
Those are Fouad's right though. Those are two of my dreams. I wish I could dunk and rap.
Well, the first one was also true as well. You know that.
You know something funny? When I was like in middle school or something, like when I was in my like want to be a gangster days, I had my email address. Did you guys ever have any like hilarious email addresses?
No.
Never.
Did
you, Akeem?
Oh, no.
Now I want to hear this now. What was the email address, Ian?
Mine wasn't that bad, but I had Ian_gangsta_27 at hotmail.com. So if anyone wants to reach me, just hit me up there. Ian_gangsta_27 at hotmail.
I know someone who won a level 1 show like 25 years ago, and his email is still the name of that show, Mr. So-and-so.com.
Jesus Christ.
That's amazing.
Would you drop that? It was 25 years ago already.
Ian, do you
Mr.
have,
Ottawa 99 at
Yeah,
hotmail.com.
exactly.
Yeah.
Ian, do you have any hidden talents?
Fuck, I don't know. I'd have to ask my wife. Nothing that I can think of.
I don't mean sexually. I'm saying
No, I don't. Definitely not sexually.
Her ability to handle spicy foods is pretty fucking wild.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing that comes to
Would
mind.
I don't think I have any hidden talents. I can drive really fast. That's it.
But that's not off the talent. You just do drive very
You
fast.
just push your foot to the floor.
Yeah.
Get
It's
a
not a
fast car and
talent.
drive it as fast as it goes.
It's a problem.
Talent's a problem.
Right.
Is it gay to go on a picnic with just guys?
Yes.
No, nothing wrong
No,
with
it's
that.
not.
No.
So if the five of us went to the
Are you sitting on the ground, or you to bring fold out chairs?
I prefer fold-out chairs.
If we're sitting on the grass
I'm
No,
not
on a
sitting on the
blanket,
ground
Wait.
with anybody.
None of us are sitting with crisscross applesauce.
Because if we all had like little like Columbia, like those camping chairs, and we just sat around and did drugs and eat, that would be cool.
well, we've done that.
So wait a
Yeah,
minute.
so
So let me get
we're
this
not gay
straight.
though.
Speak for yourself, Mike.
Let me get this straight. The five
Not
of
that
us,
day. Not that day.
the five of us go on a picnic.
Okay, well, you got to define picnic here. We need
Exactly,
to set the terms.
Yeah, like, are we just going
Okay.
for a picnic, or are we going somewhere?
What
we
are you
stop
saying
to
is a
eat?
picnic then?
We're
Fouad?
going to the beach, but there's nobody at
Okay.
the beach.
We brought sandwiches.
We brought sandwiches and
What,
drinks.
and what are we
We're gonna
sitting
put
on?
on. We're gonna put on a blanket. We're gonna put on a towel.
One scenario, we're sitting on towels on the beach, and another scenario, we're sitting at a picnic table.
What time of day?
Noon.
Noon. Okay.
Do
if
we-
it's
do we apply
sundown,
lotion to each other's backs or no?
No.
if it's sundown, it's getting
Yes.
pretty fucking sus.
Yes.
You know.
We're not at sundown.
I'm
That's-
okay with it. I actually enjoy that.
Yeah, but you like breakfast with dudes.
I do. I love having breakfast with friends.
Akim is having breakfast with another dude gay.
Nah, I don't think
No, right?
so. Nah, I don't think so.
Also happy, he said no.
Maybe one day you and I could go for
I think
breakfast.
I think it's only gay if it's a 2-person table. But if you have a larger table and there's two of you,
Okay,
then it's fine.
depends on where you're sitting, though.
What if you're sitting
that's
in
what
a
Mike's
booth?
saying. That's what Mike's
So,
saying.
Well, he's not going to sit next to each
But
other.
no, yeah, if you're sitting next to each other, I think that's a little, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting across from each other, it's different.
There's
Sitting next to each
there's literally a video of me and Paul sitting next to each other having breakfast.
other. Yeah, and nobody on the other side of the booth.
No.
We don't
Okay.
eat off each other's plates, at
And-
least.
Okay,
This is the video guy.
in our defense,
Yeah.
the video guy was sitting on the other side, so we had to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but the video doesn't depict that.
No, no, it doesn't. This looks like we're sitting together.
It does. And it's got 1 million views, doesn't it?
Yeah, everyone's seen us have breakfast together.
Yeah.
How would Ian feel if Regan overtakes him as the best Canadian bodybuilder with more pro wins?
He's going to. It's going to happen soon.
How's that?
Well, how
feel?
much does he have now?
Well, I think he has 5 if you include his New York Pro Classic win. So I think he has 4 Open Pro wins. So I have 6. So I mean, yeah, I mean he will pass me for sure. I mean, it's inevitable.
How's that going to feel for you? Are you
Are you going to go to the show that he
Is that
beat
gonna,
you at?
is that gonna
Well, I
make you-
mean, I still got some Olympia 7s. I mean, I got that Arnold Classic 2nd. So I mean, I'll still make a case for my superiority.
some
you know?
highlight
Your total
wins,
points is still higher.
highlight
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, we'll make an algorithm like Fouad's fucking one here, and I'll still be ahead. You know,
it doesn't matter because my physique is nicer than both of yours, so it really it's really irrelevant.
highly debatable.
Okay. What is your favorite episode of Bro Chat? Fuck, I don't know. We've done like 300. I can't fucking pick one. What happened? Nope. Drive a Prius for the rest of your life, Akim, or take a bare ass Paul fart to your face once a month.
What?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Bare ass Paul fart.
Why is it got to be me? Why? There's something disgusting about me?
I feel like your farts aren't that bad compared to the rest of us.
They're not. You should see Fouad every day in the gym. Jesus, this guy fucking
Not true.
chokes me out.
Not true
Drops
at
his
all.
asshole in the middle of the floor.
Thinks it's funny. He does right on my. I'll be lying on a bench and he'll walk by and do it.
He's
Drop
such a
this thing.
fucking liar.
You too.
This guy's so sensitive. He's on a bench doing fucking flat bench. I'm literally, I swear to God, Ian, I'm literally
5 feet away
fuck at least 10 yards.
with his back turned to me.
So I fart and he's like, "Oh, you farted in my face." I'm 10 yards away.
10 yards isn't that much.
That's pretty far, Paul.
How is my
When your,
fart
when,
gonna
your,
reach?
when your face is at ass level, that's not that far at all.
Pretty far.
All right, Akim,
Uh-huh.
drive a Prius for the rest of your life or take a bare ass Paul fart.
Now, if I take the Paul fart, what am I driving though? That's what the
Whatever
question
you
should
want.
be asking.
Whatever you want. You can drive whatever you want.
I'll take the fart.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take the fart. Yeah.
So you got to put your face on Paul's bare ass,
Ah.
and he's gonna fart. He's gonna fart on your cheek.
You're gonna feel
You're
it.
gonna feel the wind.
It'll
I
tickle
got-
a little bit.
I got very soft glutes, Akim. You'll be fine.
Paul has full laser on his
Oh my
ass. Don't worry.
Paul's ass is so hairy, it's gross.
I am Italian.
I don't know, man. If I,
Paul
you
loves
know,
to say that.
if I get to go home and like the new ZR1 or
Oh
the
my
Revolto
god.
or something like that, I'll take the fart though.
Oh, that's so
It would be
crazy.
so awkward between you and I after that. I don't know how we talk again.
Or be a great bonding experience. You can
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
start on
nice
the
car.
island. you know?
I'd be happy to have a nice car to drive now, but
Exactly. I'll take the fart. It's worth it.
Prime Larry Wheels or James Hollingshead strength.
Like who would I want? Whose strength would I want?
Who is stronger? Prime Larry Wheels or James?
I think
Or
Prime Larry
Akim, since
Wheels.
Akim is sitting here.
Yeah,
How,
mean,
I don't know. I don't know how strong Larry Wheels is. I don't think I've watched a ton of Larry Wheels videos. How strong is he?
He's very strong. Yeah,
Well, I know that, but like, what is his deadlift? Like, is it 8 plates, 9 plates, 10 plates? I don't know.
yeah, he'd be over 9 for sure.
Yeah, I think he did 9 before.
He's a 9. Yeah,
Have you ever done 9, Akim?
I did 9. I did 850. That's about 9, right?
yeah.
About 9. Yeah, I did about 9 before.
For 1 rep or more?
1.
off the ground.
Yeah.
No, off the rack. Paul.
Yeah, he rack pulled it, Paul.
I thought maybe grab out the rack, then go down and bring it up. You know.
Off the very bottom of the ground.
How about what's your biggest bench, Akim?
My bench was horrible. Most I ever did was like 550.
That's
Yeah,
still
Paul.
good.
That was horrible. That was horrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
come
really
on,
bad.
you got
shouldn't even
guys
tell
not doing
people
like six something.
So what does James does? James done 9? Ian, you've done 8, right?
I've done over 8. Yeah, I've done 8 and a quarter, I think, for like a double. But like the only thing is like with deads or bench, I could definitely keep up with James. It's the squat where he's like James's squat is really strong. Because like I could bench in the 600s, but and deadlift at that level, but I couldn't squat. Like James could squat fucking more than me for sure.
I think I've seen some videos of Larry Wheels squatting some serious fucking weight. Hasn't he squatted?
Well, I mean, dude, he was like one of the best powerlifters on the planet.
yeah, no, I know. Like I said, I haven't watched a ton of Larry Wheels videos, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Can we find a montage of best Larry Wheels lifts?
Maybe, yeah.
Larry Wheels PRs. Google that or YouTube that.
Okay, let me see here. Best lifts and failures of 2019.
Is this his prime?
2019 sounds like it'd be his prime. No, as far as like powerlifting.
I'm not sure. What are these 200s?
They got to be more than 200. No, it's because 200 wasn't that crazy a little while back. Like I remember, like Luke was
220.
220. Because Luke was like repping out 200s.
Yeah, I've repped 200s.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's crazy because he's not that big, and he's just fucking. Jesus Christ, man!
Dumbbell tipping in this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
What was that? 5?
Yeah, it's a good 5 with 220s.
It's
pretty
fucking
crazy.
impressive. It's impressive, man.
What else you got in here?
Wait, what did that say? Oh, February 2019.
A week later.
445 log press. That's fucking crazy.
That's pretty nuts, yeah. When you get in the 400 pounds
Look
overhead,
at
you're
the
getting pretty
fucking plates. Jesus. I had no idea he was this fucking crazy strong. March 18th, 2019. 805 deadlift. Like nothing.
Jeez.
Like nothing. Look at him. Just fucking
Yeah.
repping the shit out. Akim, can you rep that out like that?
I did before.
Like this?
Yeah, close to it. Yeah.
Fuck, man, you should have done some powerlifting meets.
6. How many does he get here? Just 6? Yeah, I mean, I think James could, and some bodybuilders could keep up with that deadlift.
2019, April 22nd.
Hey, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I beat Larry Wills before, right?
In what? In powerlifting meet?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You don't have to toot your own horn, dude. We already know you're a
Facts
fucking
are facts.
powerhouse. I just don't know how. Yeah. What do you mean you beat him in what? Like you guys had a meet together? I think you told me this.
I deadlift. That's back then we did like the Bros Justice Pros. But in Larry's
I remember
defense,
that, yeah.
In Larry's defense, he was just starting out too. So
what you're saying is you're stronger than Larry Wheels.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I beat him.
I heard. Did you guys hear that? I heard that.
I heard that too.
A win is a win, man.
Yeah.
What did you guys deadlift there? Like a max?
Yeah, it was a max deadlift.
Okay.
I think it was like I Bev Francis too. So those plates over there are a little bit heavier than.
They are heavier.
Yeah, they're heavier. So and they're actually smaller diameter also. So it's a longer pull too. They're not the regular 45. Yeah, so you got to pull from a longer rate. Yeah. So
I never take that kind of shit in consideration.
Yeah. So I think that day we probably did it was close to 800. I think we did.
Can I ask you? Doesn't it matter what bar you're using too? Because I heard if you're using a bar that bends, then you're not taking the weight off the ground evenly anyway.
Yeah.
So
we were using like the regular bar.
Just a regular bar.
That's regular bar. Yeah. It was harder. Yeah.
So then it doesn't really count. It doesn't really not really that strong.
No, a regular bar.
Regular bar. Boy, it makes it harder because there's no flex. There was no flex in that bar. It wasn't a powerlifting bar.
But I thought a regular bar would bend.
Not as much.
No, it won't. Not as much as a flex.
A Texas deadlift bar is longer with a little more whip in it. So like especially once you get to the heavier weights, it's going to flex a lot more. I don't know. You notice the difference. If you deadlift with one, it helps for sure. Yeah.
I don't know anything about powerlifting. I always thought the Texas bars were more rigid. I didn't know they had more whip in them.
No, they're longer and whippier.
Okay. Have any of you guys watched Million Miles Away yet?
No.
Akim, have you ever seen A Million Miles Away?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
Don't ever watch it.
Mike's so angry.
I think they took it off every stream.
By the way, I just went to go see the new Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No.
Really?
Really?
Definitely shit. Yeah.
Fuck! I heard it was good. I was excited to see it.
You should be a movie critic.
Yeah, definitely shit.
For everybody listening out there, don't waste 3 hours of your life. It's just a lot of running. He's running everywhere.
Really?
This motherfucker doesn't stop running the entire.
I'm telling you, the whole movie's running.
Little fuckers running over place.
I went and saw the second Accountant movie last week too. It was not nearly as good as the first. It was not great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Paulie.
Yep.
Ready for this?
No.
Okay. I thought you were going to prepare.
No, you and Akim are going out of here.
Oh, geography.
Oh.
Okay. Akim, you ready?
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna place bets on who's gonna win this.
Shit.
Okay. What do I have to do?
What would you bet, Mike?
I'm gonna go with Akim because
come on, show some faith in me. We're going U.S. history. Yeah, right. He's got an advantage here.
Wait a minute. What am I doing here?
No, you're typing in a name of one and you're going back and forth until someone can't get one.
Oh.
So you're giving me a city and I tell you what state it's in?
No, this is no good. This isn't going to work. We need something different. What's this?
Find the U.S. states, yeah.
That's a point at one and click it, and if they're right.
There you go. Okay. So go back and forth, yeah.
Okay, ready? Paul, you can go first. What's this state?
Texas.
No. It says Colorado. He has to guess which one Colorado.
Oh, where's Colorado? Okay. Where's Colorado?
It's okay. Right there.
Here.
See, right in between. No.
Just tell me where to go, right or left?
Yeah, lower.
Here?
Right there.
No.
One more over.
That was close.
Okay, King. South Dakota.
This is gonna be over real quick.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I got it.
What is it?
I know where it is. South Dakota. Where is it?
South Dakota. I know where it is.
Akim?
I don't know.
Can I answer? Do I get a point back if I answer right?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Paul.
It's right. Okay, go up to your left. That one.
Good job. Okay.
Oh.
New York, Akim.
Right. Oh God. Down.
You live there, man.
That's where you live.
Man.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not sitting here looking at a map of the fucking US. Like, come on. That's why they invented GPS.
Okay, where should I go? Tell me. Dude.
I know that's Florida right there. That's for
Where?
sure.
This one?
Florida down the bottom.
This one's Florida, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay, where's New
it's
York?
in between Florida right there.
Where?
Yeah, like right there. Yeah, like right somewhere right around there.
Right somewhere around there.
Paul, Utah. Where's Utah?
Paul, you might be a ringer on this one.
I know. Okay, Utah.
Yeah.
Okay, go back. So see California there?
Over here, yes.
Yep. Okay, go over.
Okay.
Okay, go over again. I think up. I think that's Utah.
Good job.
Yes.
Akim, Missouri.
Yeah,
Missouri.
I quit already. You already have two on me already.
I don't know where Missouri is.
Mike, you want to go? You want to take Akim's place?
Yeah, Mike. I'm tag teaming, Mike.
Let's say Missouri. Fuck.
I think I know.
I have an idea, but
Yeah.
A lot of fucking states.
Come on. We got 4.5 minutes here. You guys got 4.
well, I've only actually got 2. But
To the right.
Yeah.
To the right.
To the right. Here.
Up.
Here.
Try that.
Oh, you were on it.
you were
right?
there. Yeah.
Paul, New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. Right underneath New York.
Okay, where is that? Oh, here?
No.
This
No.
one?
No. Go over
Right there. That's it.
that little piece right there.
Don't help him, Mike. Okay, Louisiana. Mike, you're up.
To the right of Texas there.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul, Iowa.
Iowa. Okay. Go up. No. Where you at? Okay. Go over to the left.
Yeah.
Iowa?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay. Go up one more.
Here.
Right there.
Iowa?
Close.
Unfamiliar pace.
Paul, or Mike, Delaware.
Oh, it's the little sliver below New Jersey there.
This thing? No, it's not.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is.
This
It is.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it is. Okay. Rhode Island. I thought that was Rhode Island. Okay.
Rhode
That's
Island's
Rhode
the
Island
little-
right there.
The little
That little
No.
clitty thing
No.
right there.
This thing?
no, it's the little dot. It's the little dot above New Jersey to the right.
Yeah, it's up and to the right. Yeah.
That little dot. No,
This?
up.
This?
Left.
This?
Right there.
Yeah.
A little.
Oh, you live there, Mike. That's why you know that. Okay. Alaska.
Fucking bottom left.
Bottom left.
Okay. Paul, Virginia.
Virginia.
That's an easy one, Paul.
Okay. Go above Florida.
This
I
one?
think Paulie's
One
using
more.
his cell phone.
Wait, one more?
No. My hands are right here.
Here?
No. Go up.
Here?
Now left.
Here?
Right there.
No.
No?
No, it's on the
Fuck.
coast. It's on
North
the
Ca-
coast.
North-
Is it? I didn't know it was on the coast.
Paul, Mike, North Carolina.
I know where that is.
Below Virginia.
Paul, Illinois. Come on, man. You should know. this.
Illinois. Yes. Okay. Go over towards Michigan there. Okay. Go down. That one, I think. Fuck. Damn. But every time I've been wrong, I've been right next to it.
What is that right there?
Right,
That's
Massachusetts.
Ohio then?
Where's Massachusetts?
It's right beside. It's right above Rhode Island. Or
Uh,
beside it. Fuck, which one is it?
this
Yeah,
one.
above it. Above it.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Massachusetts.
Paul, West Virginia.
Don't
Right
walk
next
it,
to
Paul.
Virginia.
Here?
Right there, yeah.
Mike, Arkansas. I know where that is.
In the south.
Yeah, thanks. Where, Paul?
It's to the go above Florida
Here?
to the left of it.
Here?
Is it?
No.
Yeah.
You're
That's
allowed to
nice.
guess one.
Is it? Fuck.
Oklahoma.
Right above
Okay.
Texas.
Right above Texas.
Is it?
Connecticut. Paul,
That
Connecticut.
little block.
Connecticut.
Between
Been there
Mass-
before.
This?
Right between Massachusetts and Rhode Island.
Yeah.
In New York, that block.
Right there.
Shut up, Paul.
I've been there before. With you.
Okay. Okay, Wisconsin, Paul. Come
Where's
on,
Iowa?
It's easy one. This is Iowa right here.
Okay. So I'm going to say right next door, underneath South Dakota.
Oh God, Paul, come on, man.
That's not it. I know it's a farm-rich
It's
state.
right next. It's right next to Wisconsin. It's right next to Michigan, man.
Wisconsin?
Yes, it's right here. This is Michigan. This is Wisconsin.
I've never been to Wisconsin.
Fuck
Okay.
that place.
I only know states that I've been to.
Mike, Mississippi. You got 20 seconds.
To the left of above Florida, to the left.
Here?
Yeah.
Close.
Damn it! Fucking is.
Oh,
Paul,
close.
Nebraska.
Nebraska next to Oklahoma.
Here?
Underneath Colorado. Yep.
No.
No?
More north.
Where is it then?
You're too far south.
Where is it?
Nebraska's here, man.
I thought it was right next to Oklahoma.
It's
Try
the middle.
world.
Oh,
Try,
Alabama.
try
is
global.
Georgia. Fuck.
Well, where's Oklahoma? Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll do one more and then we'll go countries,
countries
of
of the world.
Countries of Europe.
Okay, Paul thinks he knows Europe.
There's
So
no
let's
way
go.
we're getting this.
Oh, you're fucked, Paul. You're not going to get any.
Oh, this is where you have
no.
to type them in.
Yeah,
Not the obscure European nations, just the major ones.
countries in Africa.
G5s.
There we go.
Africa, okay. Oh, we're going to have to list where they're at here?
Oh, fuck.
We need to find one where it's.
Why is it? Do
Asia. I know Asia pretty well.
Yeah, but it's asking me
right.
to.
Yeah, no, that's not the right kind.
Countries of the world.
Why is it
Go up.
not?
Go up. What was the one that we just did? What was it called? Find the U.S. states. We need to find. Yeah, find the countries of Europe. No outline minefield. Yeah, do
There
that.
we go. Okay.
Oh Jesus, there's no outlines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but where's Estonia? Where's Estonia, Paul?
Next to Russia.
Which is? Point me on
Next
the
to
map.
Romania.
Point me on the map.
Right below Romania, next to Russia.
Point me on the map.
Right in that region.
Carry the
North.
three.
No,
plus
more
four.
Can
north.
you see my finger? It's
More
right
north,
in
Paul.
that area.
It's more north.
Yeah.
Can
up
you see
there.
my finger? Where are you pointing?
Paul, tell me where to go. North, south,
Go up.
Yeah.
That little peninsula
here.
right there.
That's the fucking.
No,
UK.
that's an island, a peninsula.
I literally
Oh.
told you where it was.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ian.
Shit.
It's hard to follow along.
Okay. Suriname. Where is it, Paul?
What the fuck is
Oh, you're
this?
asking me. That's not a country.
Yeah, it is.
What
Where
is
is
it we're looking at?
Where is it?
This is South Africa
This is
Oh fuck.
No, it's not.
or South America, isn't it?
I believe it's South America. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, South America.
Yeah, so that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's a Strait of Magellan down there.
Where?
The bottom.
All right. Fuck you. We're done. Paul's fucking around now. Fucking idiot.
It is called the Strait of Magellan.
Can you just admit that you're horrible at geography once?
I'm not as strong as I once thought I was, but I think that
Okay.
there's levels to obviously everything. And
You're
I'm
at
just not an
you're
expert.
at a low level in geography.
I have a keen interest, but I'm not an expert.
You have an interest, but
Willing, willing to
you're not.
learn.
you're not
Always willing
good
to
at it.
learn.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm?
Lead us off with a prayer, Paul. Let's go home.
Okay. I don't have anything planned. So I'm
You
gonna
keep
have
saying
go
you're
off
going to
the cuff.
prepare something. Where is it?
I'm busy, Ian. I've been traveling every weekend for the last 4 weeks. I've been
I've been
working in
home for
between.
3 days.
Write
I know,
something
but I've
on the
been working
plane,
in
man.
between. I got kids. I got a wife.
Takes
I got
30 seconds, Paul. Come on.
responsibilities.
Guy
I
fucking
got
acts like
I
he's
take
so
the garbage
fucking
out.
busy.
And I'm recycling tonight.
You know
when this
there's
is
guys
done.
out there that have.
I got recycling tonight. He says.
Listen, can I tell you? That's what I'm saying. So you see, Ian, see what he does when he makes a list? He puts stuff like that on it, so it sounds like a lot, but it's just like take the recycling. Literally takes 10 seconds.
Let me tell you about my day.
Okay, tell
I
me.
put in
let's hear
a
it.
10-hour shift already today.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my
Of that 10 hours, how much was actual work?
an hour max.
It depends on what you mean by
He's
work.
like-
I was at work. Depends on what you mean by
That's
work.
our tax dollars. That's what they pay for. I'm going to take my Osmo 3 and I'm going to follow you around one day and we're going to do a day in the life of Paul Lauzon, see how busy you actually are.
Well, you can't record me at work. There's a policy against that.
I'll just record you going in and coming out.
Okay.
We'll put
10 hours
We'll
later.
put a GoPro on you and just walk around illegally filming everything at work.
Come
Show
on,
your
lead us-
gun.
Lead us off with a prayer. I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll keep it short and sweet. Man,
Of course.
fuck. Let us bow our heads. I was going to say let us hang our heads. That would. Dear leader, well, we are on the Toronto Pros on the horizon. Akim as defending champion. We're honored to have you on tonight.
Ian's also a defending champion.
That's right. I forgot. You guys are back to the last 2 champions of the Toronto Pro. That's special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So I dedicate this prayer tonight to the Toronto Pro and the past 2 champions right here.
I feel bad for the Toronto Pro. This is gonna be a horrible pro.
So in that spirit, I wish everyone their best. And it's my last weekend of 5 in a row traveling. So I'm looking forward to getting some rest after this. Back to working weekends for a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that. Well, but anyway, don't want to make it about me.
Never would. Why would? That's
No.
never the case.
Yeah, no. So
I got a 16-hour flight tomorrow. I ain't even packed yet.
what time you got to leave?
10:30 a.m. in the morning.
Where are you going?
Japan.
Oh, they're gonna
nice.
think you're like Godzilla there.
Yeah.
What are you going there?
I have to go guest list for the Marines out there.
Oh, that's
awesome.
Yeah.
You don't sound
But-
too happy about it.
Nah, because I just before I came on the podcast, I almost canceled the podcast because I thought I was leaving on Thursday, and they just sent me an update for my flight, and I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh, so we've been taking all your packing time, and Paul's.
I'm sorry. Then let me wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up so Akim can get ready.
Have
for
a
his
safe flight, Akim, and a great guest posing in Japan. And
Thank you.
yeah, so that's all I got for tonight. I'm
That's it.
starting to feel a little sweaty here.
Akim,
Well, I was going to tell Paul, like, since we stranded on the island, if we were stranded on the island, I have the privilege of having him shave my back also?
I shave your back, Akim. I shave your back. No
the
problem.
real question is, if you're stranded on an island, are you still going to take? Are you still
No,
going to take?
the real question is, if you have a man shave a man's back, is that gay?
Depends on the circumstance.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Yeah,
Context
first strand on
matters.
that.
Bodybuilding show, no.
If you're a bodybuilder, you're allowed.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask is, if you're stranded on
You
an
have to
island
talk
together-
the whole way through it about sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
And banging chicks.
Yeah.
If you're stranded on the island with Paul, are you still taking a fart in the face? That's what I want to know.
Nah, I'm not taking it for the face.
No.
You have no car to drive.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, where are we going to go anyways?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Akim, thank you for coming on, even though you have to go tomorrow. And I hope you have a really safe flight.
Thank you.
Okay,
you
boys.
well.
We'll
right,
see you next
All
week.
right, you guys.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
All right.